Good evening, my friends, and welcome to another episode of Natural One. As always, I am your Dungeon Master, Bo Christian Williams, and I am joined here by the mostest fantabulous of peoples.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I feel like we just stepped into a Rugrats episode.
We're getting close to Disneyland, y'all.
Captain Reptar is there, so.
Yeah, Reptar! We're going to Paris! In the movie. We're gonna fight a robo-snail.
We are
He's gonna have a
down.
Jackie Chan reference.
We are down one Maya, unfortunately. So it's just the four of us today. But her presence will of course be missed. Big episode that we have here. May I even say, season finale.
Oh no, with our pace.
It's gonna happen, or people will die.
Season finale part 1, or else.
We will be starting the second act here very soon. We're now coming up to the kind of culmination of everything in this episode. The next time you see the Natural One crew officially, we will be into the new act, which is going to be very fun. Very fun. We'll see what happens with Sen and if we have that character going into the new act, but it depends on what happens tonight.
On Natural One.
What?
That's a pandemic sound effect when we do anything.
But before we get to that, we got some sponsors, some most excellent sponsors. Of course, first and foremost, Gordon Biersch, the gentleman's Biersch.
Nice.
Like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
You got G's in
Or
there.
gentle ladies.
Yes.
Or gentle persons.
The gentle person's
The
Biersch.
gentle human.
The Gentles beer.
Yes.
What?
I
The
thought.
gentles beer.
What are we drinking over there? Of course, it's a blonde buck.
Yeah, dude. You know how I hate my palate.
No. Here's the thing: is that's what we have right now from them. But I love their pilsner, their full pressure pilsner. I know that Kelly must be so sad without their Hefeweizen.
I really am. I miss it so much, you guys. I shouldn't have had it as long as I did, though,
It's true.
Seasonal. Flew too close to the sun.
Very nice.
Welcome back, Icarus. Welcome back.
It's cold down here.
So, head over to any store. I saw Gordon Biersch in Safeway. I've seen it in Total Wine. I've seen it all over the place. It's available worldwide.
I saw it in a Japanese restaurant yesterday.
Last yesterday.
Yesterday.
There it is. There it is. So go get yourself a Biersch. You'll appreciate it. I'm just coming out with them today.
Yeah.
Good to have James back here. Welcome back. Yeah. This time not as the Oni.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Very glad to have you
Because we
back, James.
didn't check.
Okay.
Poke me with the knife, see what happens.
A poke, is that what you call it?
Next up, we have our great partner in Nord Games. As we all know, we have been using their supplemental materials pretty much the whole show. Starting here with the luck deck that we have. Again, for those of just joining us, you guys roll a natural 20, you get a natural 20 card, which gives you a benefit like plus 1d8 on a saving throw. If you roll a natural 1, if you roll the name of the show, you get a bad card, a natural 1 card, which I get to then use against any person. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun. So big shout out to Nord Games. They have a Kickstarter going on right now. A new Kickstarter, The Ultimate Guide to Alchemy, Crafting, and Enchanting.
And it is enchanting.
Yes. And I definitely am going to definitely have to back it because I gotta get me some of that for this game.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love to take some of that and apply it to Natural One, where it fits in. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
Oh my god. They're literally game changers.
They are.
They really are.
I love everything they've thrown
Yeah.
at, we've used from them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The enemies that we've used from them have been absolutely stellar. NPCs that we've pulled in from their books. Some of their books for their NPCs are just ridiculously cool. You can take one NPC or one evil NPC, whatever it is, right? And you can say, okay, I need a level 4 and they'll have your level 4 version. They'll have your level 8 version, a level 12, 16, and 20 versions of all of these NPCs for you to use in your game. So it scales no matter what. Check them out at our link. We have an affiliate link with them. If you do !Nord, I think. What is it? Yes, Nord Games, sorry. !Nord Games in the chat. I'm sure the moderators are already on it. Thank you, mods. If you follow that link,
I believed it.
it helps us out. You get a 20% off of your purchase if you use the code Chaotic20 at checkout. So, check out Nord Games. Yeah.
Don't do that. Sorry.
I appreciated the pity laugh.
Oh my god. I had a friend that did that, and he would like burst into laughter every time everyone was having a genuine laugh, and he would stop in the times no one would see it coming.
I see how it is.
And we were like, I'm just mainly me. You bastard.
And clearly he's not here anymore. So
It's brilliant when you do it, though.
we're gonna move on here. We are using some Birds of Paradise prototype dice here, which are amazing. We got some over here, over there. Whoa, easy.
That's a terrible sound to put in
We're
the
trying to talk. Yeah, it will pick it up if you do it down here. I promise. Yeah. These mics are very sensitive.
But really try up here.
No.
Apologizing to everybody listening on the podcast.
That's right. Which was awesome. We hit 12,000 downloads. I am flabbergasted. In a month, we hit 12,000 downloads in a month.
You like
Do you
us.
know what that's over?
like us.
Huh? What's that over?
It's over 9,000.
So real quick, I definitely want to bring attention and shout out Birds of Paradise. Andrea, who has been a longtime fan of the show, makes these and gave us some prototypes to use. You will be able to get your own brilliant and gorgeous dice from her soon. So check that out. But getting to the podcast thing, that is huge news, and I'm just absolutely flabbergasted by that. In a month, QNC had over 12,000 downloads. So thank you, podcast listeners. Thank you, everyone who supports us. Thank you, everyone who watches us live. I can't even. There's no words. Thank you. All right. We do have one more awesome thing, and no one is using that. I guess it would just be you or me.
I
but
dare
we're not using it.
Matt challenge me if I'm using it. Okay. Well, we can edit this out.
I would like to just recognize the grace at which
I'm rimming the fox today.
Okay. No.
What's wrong? I feel like I could pull it off.
Why don't you tell us about World Spinner since you have the glass?
I want to tell you about World Spinner and that they make. Well, right now, is their Kickstarter currently still going on?
It's still going on, and it's not.
It is
they
not.
They completely funded it.
Yeah, actually, I checked it yesterday. It went way past what they went, but I wasn't sure if it was still
I think they're at like $120,000 or something.
Yeah.
Something insane. And to unlock everything, they only needed $110,000.
Which they did. All the stretch goals are unlocked. So thank you, everyone who checked them out. Thank you to them for partnering with us.
And unlocking all these beautiful faces for their amazing app where you can actually create your character, you can do what you want, and make whoever you want. We've all made ourselves, and because of the working with them and how much we've kickstarted them, they've even added different types of hairstyles and different classes and races. Like Dragonborns and Tieflings is coming.
No,
it's there.
It's there?
there.
Oh my god.
They hit all stretch goals.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's very quick, and it's very user-friendly to do this. So.
Take it away, Bo.
No.
No, I'm running out of steam.
All right. It's very user-friendly. If you've ever played any kind of game that allows you to customize your character, any kind of like Mass Effect or anything, this is kind of like that, where you get to choose the different features, different faces, different accessories, outfits, all of that. And they have these brilliant artists who have done this work for us. So they take all the hard work out of it.
I think if you didn't back them, that they're officially releasing it for like app stores in May. I may be wrong, but I think it's May. I think
Well, here's to
backers
hoping we
it in
get some
July.
beta access.
Oh yeah.
They,
Hey.
Yeah, backers get it in July.
That's good.
Go. There you go.
Also,
Just
May
after
of
May.
2021.
May, whatever.
I mean, yeah, there's 2 20s in there.
May that's coming up.
We'll figure it out. Hey, you should go check out their stuff.
I can be
and
Remy.
They'll let you know.
I mean, if we just throw an ad on you, it's pretty darn close.
Can I borrow your sword and your hat that were specific to your character? Can I borrow those?
You got the hair.
So big thank you to World Spinner for this. We'll see what we can do going forward with them and what it's going to look like. But huge congratulations to them. Love their product and very excited to be a part of it. So thank you guys.
And please ignore my hands.
They can't.
Displaying the mug. I cut a sharp 90 degrees at this knuckle.
Okay.
Wow.
we are going to keep moving here. We got a couple other announcements here. DundraCon, Saturday, February 15th at 9 a.m. We have a panel. That's right. Yeah. Thomas and Amy are doing a panel at DundraCon. So if you are going to DundraCon, you should check that out. Yes, it'll be very cool. I went last year. Absolutely loved it. It was a lot of fun. So go check out DundraCon. Go see our panel. 15th at 9.
That is this Saturday.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, this coming Saturday.
They should get their questions in, bother them, say what they should do. They love that. Tell them exactly what they should change immediately, and they will do it. They'll do it. Or just bother them for fun.
We always love feedback. So here's the thing. I probably won't be there because it is this weekend, and in the next 2 weeks, we have a couple of events that I'm planning. One of which is a natural one-shot. Yes. Yes. It is going to be a Frostwyrm one-shot. So if you want a glimpse into the life of the Frostwyrms, you will get it. It'll be Monday, one of the next couple of weekends. We're still working out schedules for everything. But be not worried, because I'm also working on a mitten for us in the next couple of weeks. So,
The Infinity
Oh,
Mitten.
that's what they look like.
yes. Well, we'll see what I do with it, but I won't be at DundraCon because I'm busy writing and planning and doing all the stuff to make that happen. But you guys can come see the fruits of those labors in the next 2 Mondays. We will have a one-shot and a mitten. So very excited for that. Come watch it. Be ready. Okay.
Nice.
I think that covers it. Good.
Okay.
Good. Celebratory sip of the beer for that. That was nice.
Team cheer? Team cheer.
cheer.
This seems like the team cheer.
cheer.
Team cheer. Nope, they have to tink. We have to.
nope.
We have to upset the mics. We have to.
All right.
Thomas loves it.
All right, we'll tink.
Long stretch.
Tink, tink. Long arms activate.
Lots of tape.
Okay.
Ah, you all thought I had stuff in.
I sure did.
Wait a minute, it's really bad luck to cheer.
7 years bad sex.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about that. We're going to move right past that. We're going to go into right into the bits.
Just all
Speaking
my.
of it.
I'm just thinking of the dice. I'm like, are you guys okay? Are you protected from the bad luck?
No, the wave already happened.
So you guys have 4 left over from last week. Yeah, you guys got those 3 at the very end there. So we'll give them right out. Boom.
Nice.
Okay. There you go. 3 and 4. All right. It's James is the odd one out. It's okay. Practice is a thing. I know you've been out
Yes.
for a while. So
I did catch it this way, and it hurt. So sacrifices must be made sometimes.
it's true. It's true. Sacrifice your body. We have 1,000 bits to the players from our very own Vaneloswen. James coming at you. There it is. Intercepted.
Whoa.
It was not.
Nah.
It was not intercepted.
not intercepted.
Oh, shoot. All right. I was about to make a
Unlike-
Garoppolo joke.
I was gonna say, unlike our Jimmy G.
There it is. Sports ball. Thank you, Vaneloswen, wherever she may be. Thank you. Thank you. We also have 1,000 bits from the Hefner to the DM.
Oh, no. I gave you a heart.
And I will be using them
So much surprise.
to come.
I'm in danger.
Next up, we have Duke Fleeg with another 500 bits to the players. So there it is. Thank you, Your Grace. Many thanks to Duke Fleeg. And Rav Starburner with 1,000 bits to the players for Mayhem Monday.
There we go.
Monday.
It's Mayhem Monday.
Maybe Monday.
Mayhem trucks. Mayhem fire. Mayhem lightning.
But peacefully.
Mayhem.
That'd be like the worst monster truck rally ever.
It's basically you're watching traffic.
Also NASCAR.
Wow, you're telling there's 4 more hours of this?
All I'm going to get from it is dehydration and a sunburn. Okay, we have another 500 bits to the DM from Asumiwa.
Oh,
Asumiwa.
that's
Yeah.
That's
Thank
new?
you.
is that new?
That's
I think that they donated last time as well.
It's getting in my
Welcome
memory
back.
then. Please excuse my bad memory.
Asumiwa.
Thank
Thank you. So that's 1,500 bits to the DM. So let's see how this goes during the season finale.
cool.
So, without further ado, let's get down to the recap.
Get down on it.
No.
Last time on Natural One.
I could hear it coming in the air, Jonah.
Hurrah!
Oh yeah.
All right.
Too much point.
We got to get into the game because we got a lot, guys. So, last time on Natural One, the party found a almost dead cleric in the basement of the Uzlium embassy at Huria, where Sen was meant to be. This cleric was meant to be nursing Sen's wounds, which were pretty extensive as she had gotten them from jumping into a fire. In fact, a whole wall of it. Now, you learned that an Oni that was summoned by an Uzlium enforcer, a special enforcer sent to Huria to address a free mage issue, had gotten loose. You found the enforcer's body, and you learned through the journal and through the context clues that the Oni had been living as the enforcer in Huria. You went after Sen, but not before giving the journal with all the evidence to the cleric, Althiel. She went to do whatever she's going to do with it, and you guys found a secret passage that was burrowed through the embassy and out to the cliffs around Huria. You guys saw a cave there with mist, kind of lower, but in the air. That also went inside the cave. As you guys came in, you saw a heavy, heavy iron gate. And you noticed that the only way to open it was from the outside. Now, if you're an Oni who happens to be able to transform into mist, this is easy. Unfortunately, you guys did not realize that the Oni was sitting there listening to every word you said as mist. Natrix decided to take the mace that she got from who? Which one?
Pantsless Brian.
Yes.
Pantsless Brian's mace. and prop it open, rolling an int check of 3, I believe.
I think it was a 3.
Yeah, to prop that open.
I was very confident in myself.
Indeed, and nobody had any reason to doubt you.
No.
You put it on the backside. So, eventually, when you guys all got in there, indeed, that gate came down, and you guys were trapped inside. At that time, all the mist left and was sucked deeper into the caves. You all then had several choices and found that this was a bit of a maze. Rhea was looking for signs of footprints, signs of struggle, and sure enough, she found them everywhere, all directions. The insinuation here being that the Oni has been doing this for a while here, and you guys were not the first to come into this lair. Eventually, as you guys were going around, you found some bloody handprints that were smeared on the walls and followed that path. Eventually, you saw one that seemed to disappear. It seemed to be half of a handprint, and then all of a sudden, gone. At that point, Rhea, incredible intelligence, decided to put both hands on that section of the wall with all of her weight, and she literally stumbled upon an illusory wall.
Yeah, there was no wall there.
Right, face first, right into the dirt.
Plot twist.
Gracefully.
Gracefully, heroically.
There was no water.
I meant to do that.
Oh my god, Becky.
You guys got up and you continued to follow this path and eventually found your way into a larger room. In this room, you saw body parts strewn about. You saw bodies eaten in certain places. The fleshy bits eaten and the corpses thrown this way and that. And you noticed every single one was children. Every single body was that of a child. And you saw one form hunched over, facing you guys, hands tied behind their back. And as you came up, you found that this was Sen. You freed Sen and started asking questions. You guys wanted to get out of there. Sen opened her mouth and showed you that her tongue had been removed. So she could not answer your questions, but was able to convey to you that there were more children further in. In fact, I believe Rhea has a wanted poster for the city alderman's son. You guys decided to follow Sen deeper to save anybody you could. Natrix gave Sen a knife, a dagger. Whose dagger?
Brian's.
It was either Brian's dagger, or
It
Jethro's.
was also Pantsless Brian.
There you go. Well, there you go. I just realized last week that Natrix is just like, you want weapons? I got weapons. They're everywhere.
She's still got all the Jethro stuff too.
That's right. You want a mace? Boonk.
On a sundial.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good reference. So
Tiefling tail holding it the whole time.
I gave that to Sen, and Sen led you guys deeper into the maze.
He's selling me dice and I will buy them. Because they're paradise. Sorry, go on.
So you guys followed Sen up into a point, and Sen placed herself just behind Maya, just in front of Rhea, and Maya, who was behind Natrix, who was leading the way with her stealthy ways. Unfortunately, at that moment, a pitfall trap was activated by the combined weight of Maya and Natrix. Natrix started to fall and caught herself on the edge of the pitfall. Like straight up Gandalfing it right here.
Just as thick as Gandalf, too.
Tried to pull herself up, and it wasn't working. Maya, however, fell 12 feet down into the pit. Took some fall damage there. At that moment, Sen turned around and stabbed Rhea with that dagger. Her eyes briefly turning, facing each side, as it was revealed that Sen was the Oni. And as that revelation was occurring to Rhea, Sen pulled out the dagger and plunged it again into Rhea's stomach.
Not cool, Sen.
And then disappeared. Then started reappearing and attacking and disappearing. None of you could find the Oni. So Rhea summoned Mr. Angel Food Cake, her spiritual healer, right? Mm-hmm. Brought that down, and then immediately turned into a giant constrictor snake.
My anaconda don't.
Thinking, what was the thought there?
Oh, you can't hide in the hallway if I am the hallway.
That's fair. That is fair. And she became a giant constrictor snake, but unfortunately did not find the Oni that way. David came to Natrix's rescue, and with a nat 20, pulled her out of
Got
the
my back,
pitfall.
bro.
That's right. That's right. And Maya briefly called to Lilith for help as she was in the bottom of this pitfall, and no help came from the ghost that wants her body. So, at that point, with the Oni gone, you guys retrieved Maya. I think Natrix did, right? Retrieved Maya.
Come on up.
Brought her out, and Rhea, as the snake, proceeded forward. Mayhem decided to hop a ride on the giant snake.
It was the only way. Snake Jasmine.
And in fact, you guys made it to the next cavern. No sign of the Oni, but there were plenty of bodies again in this one. Much more than you had seen. Sen was over again, crumpled to the ground, in naught but a hospital gown. And was revived. Who did the healing there? Maya came up and healed Sen, and found out that Sen was in fact alive. And while everyone was talking to Sen, it seemed they'd forgotten about the Oni, who then reappeared, stabbing a glaive right into Maya, right in front of Sen, who was looking at that. A battle then ensued. Rhea, in snake form, found this Oni in the sky, flying above you. And with her 40 feet of snake, rose up that 20 feet, grabbed him, restrained him, constricted him, and slammed both of them down onto the ground.
Free fallen.
Taking damage, but nonetheless, he was on the ground. That's exactly what happened. As everyone started to beat the out of the Zoni. He even tried darkness to be like, no, don't hit me. You can't see me.
We tried to help you. I'm so sorry.
I saw him. You guys all had a chance to hit the snake because she was coiled around this thing. And no one did. Except for the snake.
Yeah.
Who went to bite the Oni and nat one it and bit herself.
Oh.
That was kind of cute, though.
Again, gracefully. Heroically.
But in the end, it was Maya who got the last blow. As everyone fought back to back, David and Natrix, Sen coming in, Mayhem,
Did a thing.
shield, sword, which, by the way, was out for this Oni.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When he stepped on a child's skull, I thought it was the time.
Yeah. Yeah. And blazing hot, you used Searing Smite. And there's just that moment of glow in the darkness that Mayhem could see. Yes. It was very cool.
We need artwork.
Yes. All of you guys.
And get that reptilian glint in their eyes, you know, when you're shining a flashlight and you see a cat's eyes. And
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's a cat. Not a demon.
Are you sure?
No.
And Maya was just on the outside of you guys. Rhea, who has a snake, was encircling you guys, ready to defend. Maya was just on the outside, and the Oni came for her and almost killed her. Just as she was dying, as the Oni was slicing through her again, Lilith came as she was reduced to 0 hit points, threw her, and brought her back to 1 HP. She gets to do once per long rest. God touched. Now, as Maya rose from that, she turned and cast another witch bolt on this Oni. And the witch bolt, very powerful witch bolt, tore through the cave, hitting the walls, and eventually landed on the Oni, charring him and killing him. There you saw the true form of the Oni. It was gluttonous. It was large, and it did not look anything like the beast that you were fighting, which was large but very cut and scary. And that's where we left it off, with you guys having just killed this Oni. So that's where we're gonna pick it up.
So I'm gonna start looking at this thing's body and seeing what I can get off of it, including my knife from earlier.
Okay, so Natrix walks over to the Oni, and it's sitting there like this. Just,
Died the way he lived.
Very good.
but charred everywhere. And you're rummaging through. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna use the Birds of Paradise dice.
I would like to, in snake form, help her. Just like rolling it over and stuff.
Oh,
like
your nose.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
You're slapping its face.
Wow.
They let me down.
Did you roll
Entirely,
two, though? I'm
no.
helping.
Like
Right?
total,
No.
Let's try.
total with my like pluses is like 4.
4.
But
What?
it's a natural
You
one.
see the glaive next to him.
I will take that if I can.
He'll take the glaive.
I want to, yeah.
Roll investigation check. Disadvantage.
I know.
12.
12. You see the glaive, and on the finger, you remember a ring.
I'm going to swing snaky head over at Natrix while she's getting the glaive and just do like flicky tongue to try to get her attention, and then back to his hand and start nudging it.
Okay.
I'm assuming that I'm just like, yes. Snake face
Yes.
is telling me what to
You
do.
look over, you see it, and you grab the ring.
I will take ring.
Okay. You take the ring, and what do you do with it? You just pocket it?
I'm gonna put it on.
Okay. You put it on, and nothing happens.
Okay.
But it looks very nice.
Looking fleek.
Swinging real close to it and just like, yes, nod,
Yes.
approval, looks
Snake
good.
approval. I like it. Very good.
The whole time.
You flip your tongue and just tell me, and I'll do the sound effect.
So, at that point, David looks over at Sen,
Sen is currently just walking her way out, or making her way to the entrance of the cavern. Just walking, not like getting away, but just walking.
Yeah. Says, "Oi, Sen. What are you doing?"
I mean, no offense, Dream David, but this is yeah, it's just been a really fun dream, and I just want to continue going on.
Okay.
I perceived Sen is also trying to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're gonna hear a marching and then a grip around your body. I want to trust that this is the real Sen so badly. Please tell me who you are. Kind of almost I don't want to say a grapple, but it's a tight hug. It's a bear hug. Mm-hmm. Dragonborn hug.
This is Sen. Yes.
You have this dragonborn like talking right here to your big old mouth.
For a dream, this is really hurting.
I'm not. It's not.
You should let go, please.
Hopefully, it isn't a dream, and I'll let go of you.
And then you look down and like there's some red seeping through the bandages on the arms.
My God, I am so Sen. Where? Just like hands on your shoulders. Try. You get the sense I want to hug you. Again. I am so sorry. How? Kind of avoiding his eyes because there's still a lot of bodies around us, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
How have you stayed safe? We could not be happier to. And then I'm just gonna lay on as my hands are on her shoulders. I'll give her 10.
10? You
Yeah.
used some last time.
Yeah, I think I didn't use all of it though.
No.
I think I still have some.
Yeah, I think you used 10.
I still got. Yeah, I can afford 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have 10 left.
What health are you at?
Still full.
Full health.
Yeah.
Whatever. If I saw blood through the things, I was gonna do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So you do that. You feel fine. You feel the energy go through you. And you look down at your bandages.
Well, let's see. I remember sitting on top of a carriage, and then I remember a nice blonde lady healing me, and now I'm barely in this dream. So overall, pretty good.
You guys are all hearing this.
I want to have slithered up and like just coiled around the conversation and just paying very close.
I like
I would say this is not a dream. We're here, and this snake is Rhea.
Gigantic, slow, snaky nod.
See, now, I remember Rhea, and Rhea can do a toad and a wolf and a tiger. I don't remember snake on that list.
I'm gonna boop her.
Yes.
You are booped.
So clearly, either this is a dream snake or this is Dream Rhea being a dream snake.
Sigh. Boop, boop.
Either way, my stuff is back at probably wherever I was, and I need to get that stuff. I wonder if I can fly here. I'm gonna jump and see if I can fly.
Make an athletics check. Let's see how far you get.
10 even.
10 even. You jump averagely.
I guess I still don't understand the way of the lucid dreamer. I read something about that where you can just when you are understanding you are part of a dream, you can actually control parts of it. But yeah.
What? No.
Anyway, I'm gonna go get my stuff and I'll continue to walk.
I want to use my tail to gently wrap around Sen and just put her on my back and then just look at Mayhem and gesture.
It's gonna be difficult. I've never seen a snake use their tail in such a way.
Just Disney.
Just cough. We'll say you go and use your head and go underneath, and Sen all of a sudden is riding the snake.
I want to look at Mayhem and just gesture.
Can I insight for that? For what the gesture actually means, other than Sen's on her back? I mean, what?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah.
That's
Go for it.
all I get. That Sen is on your back.
That's
If you
fine.
gesture at me, I'm like, what?
Insight.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you get.
Can't use those dice.
Rhea just said, I got Sen on my back.
You did it.
Thank you. So clearly, we are speaking on the snake and ride it out the cave.
Oh, sick!
I'm gonna like look at Mayhem, just like slitty snake eyes, and like clear, obvious nod, like yes, that's what I meant.
Oh, that.
I'm gonna get on
that
this.
does make
Dream, I can understand snakes. Let's go.
You're not in a dream.
Yeah. Yep.
Clearly, I am. That is the only way to explain all of this.
What if I slap her? Do you think she'll get it?
I don't think that will help. You don't have to slap her. You do not.
Right,
You do not resort to violence.
You're also looking at Sen, who is bandaged around her head as well, and you can see bandages around her feet that go up into the gown. So her legs are also bandaged.
You look like a mummy.
Very considerate of you.
Cool.
I'm gonna sit in between you two on the snake train.
Look,
Snake
we
train.
have been through a lot tonight. Sen, this isn't a dream. We're here. We came for you. They came for you. Maya, Rhea. Hell, even Reginald was coming for you if he could.
See, there's one point in there that makes me know this is a dream.
And what is that?
Maya came from me? Come on. Clearly no. So, let's go, snake train.
Snake eye roll.
Remembering.
As Maya is at 1 HP, over in the corner, just kind of. Fuck. Or, sorry, merde. She's looking around like this, staring at things that you can't see.
I want to slither over to Maya and boop her. Gentle boop.
And she looks at you. Oh. This, it's good. We killed it, huh?
Snake nod.
We got... It was nice to kill it for what it has done.
Oh, you are being so dour, Maya.
As you see blood coming out of the places that you watched her get skewered.
See, watch. I will give this potion to her, and when I wake up, I will have it back in my inventory. Here you go.
Do you have a potion?
I do have 2.
Yeah? Right on. Maya gets one of those potions. And, Shaking takes it. Still looking around. We should get out of here.
Lower snake head so she can get up with Sen.
Can I get off the snake to help her onto the snake?
You can, yeah. Yeah.
I would do that.
Help her onto the snake. She is sitting there, still looking around. Looks at Mayhem as you help her on and goes, "They are here. They are everywhere."
Lilith?
And she goes, shakes her head, looks down at a body that's ripped to pieces.
I want to say like he puts two and two together at that point. Hey, is there any way you can avert your eyes? As he's, I guess, yeah, still carrying.
I will. Try.
Does it help you if you have someone to see this with you?
I wish I could not see it at all. And you're hearing this. Everyone is hearing this. As she's down looking to this body that is kind of ripped apart and mangled, you notice it's about an 8-year-old child. Face is intact. And Rhea, you notice that it looks like the face of the person on your missing persons poster.
Can I, that sucks. I want to sort of investigate the body and see if there's anything that we can bring back that indicates that's who they are, like any kind of personal item.
It's going to be hard as a snake to do that, but you can try.
Okay. I'm going to try as a snake.
Okay, at disadvantage.
Ugh. That sucks. The second roll was really good. Investigation?
Yes.
12.
You can't see anything that's really identifying. There's blood everywhere, and it's difficult looking at the blood and the bones and the muscle that's kind of strewn about there as this kid just is their eyes open.
I want to kind of like nudge it and then just start to look around anyone who's not on me and nudge it again like a little more urgently.
Okay, you see it?
We see her booping it, so I'm gonna be like, okay, why are you booping this? And then go over to the body.
Okay.
Just kind of like look around, see what's up.
It looks like
Investigate.
It looks like a dead kid.
What do you want from it?
Just boop, boop, boop.
Okay.
Mm,
12 as well.
It is still a very mutilated kid. I don't know if you got to look at the poster that Rhea had, so.
I'm just kind of confused now.
Just gonna.
Who did see the poster?
I would say you and Rhea.
Oh, okay. All right.
I actually have notes that say Mayhem looked at all of the posters and tried to commit them all to memory.
Nice. Thank you for writing that for me.
You're looking as well. Go ahead and make a investigation check.
Nice. That was the bad dice. Investigation. Oh, it's just 18 plus nothing.
18?
18.
Yeah. This looks like a kid from the wanted poster.
Please, rest on me. Do not just avert your eyes.
At this point, you hear a commotion coming from outside the cave. In fact, you hear.
Well, my dream has produced something really, really gruesome. Wonder what this means. Shall we get going?
This is not. Yes, we should leave.
Who would be coming here, though?
At this time, I have no idea.
You hear shouts coming down the halls, echoing through. This way, Alderman.
Do I recognize that voice?
Yeah.
Wow. Yes. Guess it's not a dream. I get off the snake.
You're
No,
standing there.
no one else is on the snake, right?
I'm not. No,
Wanna
I
get
put. I put Maya on.
Maya's on it.
Okay, still a snake.
Maya, who is averting her eyes and looking down, per Mayhem's advice, is still on the snake.
I'm gonna look at Mayhem and look back at the kid, and then just start to sort of slither away down the, like out of the cave.
You come back in the way you came?
I wouldn't say I'm out, but like I start making moves towards that.
We've already deciphered that a normal-sized body will not fit inside the bag of holding, right? Maya's bag of holding.
Oh my god.
Well, no, we had to chop it up. I'm not
Ted-
chopping shit up, but I'm just saying.
Ted wouldn't because he was over 300 pounds.
This
And that was
child
how much
might-
space we had left.
Okay. All right. Then.
As you're doing that, you suddenly see light come into the room. As you're looking, there are frostwyrms that are striding forward. The first of which is very tall, covered in armor, both silver and white armor, missing their right hand. And it's covered still by that leather, with a symbol of Obad High on it. You see the glowing eyes for the first time as this man strides forward and sees you all. I knew it. Of course it would be Sen. Come, Alderman. See what it is that we have been chasing after.
Is he in the room yet?
Yeah.
Or if he's just at the opening? 'Cause
Yeah, he's just striding through.
I would say before he gets through, I would like whole snake body in the doorway.
Make a... We'll see if you can judge how close they were, because they were coming through pretty quickly. So just make an intelligence check.
Oh, wait, I have to go be a snake.
Snakes here by vibration, right?
They have like extra sensey holes.
They can smell.
Yeah, blind.
Oh, okay.
That's the blind sight she has.
Yeah, but that's within 10 feet. How smart am I?
Alice.
You said intelligence?
Yes.
I only saw that Nat Geo once.
20, unnatural.
20 unnatural. So she hears it and she quickly slivers, and Maya falls off as you try and put your body in front of that. So he doesn't actually get to see Sen for but a moment, and sees that. And you feel a hand touch your skin. Go over. You have powerful friends, Sen. But I will show them what real power is. Frostwyrms, on my order.
Panic snake face at party.
Rhea, unlodge yourself.
What was it?
Unlodge yourself. Unlodge.
I was like,
Delodge.
enlarge? I'm gonna look at Sen.
Do it.
After everything?
Do it.
Gonna like slither a little bit open so he can see the doorway, but I'm not gonna get out of it.
Bye, Rhea.
I'm coming in tired.
I know.
Let me get to this.
Dear God, please don't make it so we have to play music, battle music, that is.
Just get to the spell real quick.
Oh, great.
We will see.
I'm sure it's a safe spell. He kindly pushes the snake.
It's probably like a gentle nudge.
Just a little bit of a fireball. Who knows?
Ouch.
Okay.
See, just controls.
Oh, vaccines suck.
Is there anyone directly behind Rhea?
From where I put Maya, I don't think so.
She fell off.
She
the
fell
snake.
off of the snake.
She did. She did. Let's make luck rolls to see who's directly behind her.
Fantastic.
My
Are you looking at me?
intentions were pure.
Me, buddy?
I'm just gonna use my lucky trait and make sure I don't fail
There you
that.
go.
You give me a card.
Nat 20?
Nat
Oh.
20.
Nat 20 on that luck roll. Well done.
I wasn't gonna get. I rolled a 6.
1d8 after making a skill or attack roll.
There it is.
I didn't move, but I got a 6 too.
Oh, you didn't move?
I mean, like, I got off the snake, but that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Nat 20
I did my lucky.
Maya makes it. What was your new roll?
God damn. Bullshit. It's a 3.
Is that 3? You can use another luck point if you want.
Yeah. I don't want to be crushed by a snake today.
That's the least of your worries.
Oh no.
9? The dice are not
Plus
with
anything?
me.
Okay.
Oh, we just locked
What?
in, right?
Yeah, like-
sorry.
This is what's going to happen.
Oh shit.
As you guys are looking at this, Rhea, you move just an instant for you guys with dark vision to see through and see a number of frostworms at the entrance there, both getting their hands ready.
Oh, fuck.
And you see lightning in their hands.
Oh my god.
And Ilvisar says, "Fire!" And 5 lightning bolts go through Rhea.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I was like,
never mind.
wait, did I see that? Because if I saw him charging.
You get a dexterity saving throw. 5 of them.
God. That's insane.
She's not within 5 feet of me.
Slither.
Because I nailed the roll.
Should I do them all at once?
Yep. Just do it. Just do it.
Get it over with kind of thing.
Yeah.
God.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Ral,
Wow,
bless
if you're
us.
listening.
Ral.
Buddy.
Oh, okay. So I have an unnatural 20, a 16, an 11, a 10, and a 6. How many of these hit me?
Sorry, so what were those again?
Unnatural 20,
Passes.
16,
Saves.
10. Oh, wait, no, 11.
Doesn't save.
Wait. What one was I on? 8
Doesn't save.
and 6.
Doesn't save.
So 3 that don't save?
So 3 you're taking full damage, and 2 you're taking half damage.
Oh my god.
For the record, this is 8d6 per.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
This
Good to
might
know.
be- Can I re-roll any of these to get half damage?
I don't want Ray to die.
This could be a true death.
I will gladly pay for these.
There it is.
So 1 re-roll?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And maybe a card?
Yeah, maybe.
Skill or attack roll? Wait, no, this is a save.
save.
Oh.
I was like, who rolled? Who rolled? Wait, that's 2. That's 2. Not that. That's 1. Not that one. Nope. Nope. It was worse. Fuck.
Just getting all my d6. Right?
Oh man, we're having snake jerky tonight.
Don't say
That's
that.
a
She's not
thing.
gonna be a snake
No,
by the
I-
end of it, right? Do you turn back into a human?
Oh,
You've
yeah.
seen it.
I do, and then I take all of those.
In addition.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I don't like that sound.
No.
That's
Sounds
hefty.
scary.
You don't like that sound.
You got lucky on this one.
God.
4. We're going to do the hits first, and then we'll do the saves.
Oh, where is all my...
5.
What? Oh, that's the wrong one.
12,
Thank God.
14,
You're like
15,
my
15.
snake.
16 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
That's not bad.
Like
Cool,
first
cool,
of
cool,
5?
cool, cool, cool,
First
cool.
of 5. 4, 5, 6, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 25 damage on the second.
Fuck. Still a snake.
Good.
Not for long.
So that was 2 hits, right? Those were 2 of the ones that hit. You have a third one that you failed, right? Do you want to at all re-roll that third one?
I really
Guys?
do.
Yeah.
I really do. Can
I
we,
got-
guys,
I got
please?
2 over
Thank
here.
you. Thank
Boom.
you.
Yeah, please.
You got 1, and you got another.
Eating through these.
You know what?
Chest.
I tried to save Sen, you guys. I'm sorry.
Better?
Okay.
Gotta be through the.
Okay. So 13.
13 total?
I'm not.
Right? Hold on.
20,
Right? right?
Okay, so because even though with a nat 20, I'm not within 5 feet of her, am I?
No.
Yeah, that's unfortunately that was the one save I wouldn't have minded failing, being right behind you and 5 feet within you. Nothing. Sorry, it was a side
It's
thought.
not disadvantage because it's a saving throw as opposed to an attack, so you couldn't use protection.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. So that's 6, 10, 20, 26, 27, 28, 29 points of damage.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Okay.
My God. Oh my
Is
wow.
it doing it? I'm just trying to make sure.
This is
that
just
it's,
their level 3 slots.
Oh, was that all?
You know who
So
you're
I
dealing
had
with, right?
what, 2 left?
27, yeah.
Yeah. How many more hits is that?
You have 2 more.
That I'm taking half on.
Half on.
Okay.
These are the ones that you got. 6, 12, 17, 18, 19, 24, 28 points of damage. You take half to 14.
14?
Oh,
Okay.
it's good to know you can tank 5 lightning bolts.
Oh yeah, I'm not a snake anymore.
Okay, so you guys watch as these lightning bolts are coming through. Coming through. What did you roll?
6 on the lock.
6 on the luck.
Yeah.
Make a save for me. What did you roll?
A 9.
A 9. Make a save for me.
Dexter.
Dex save. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 10.
It was
God.
the
Unnatural 20.
I don't know if it affects the luck rolls, but the last hit, not the last hit, but the one before is what took me out of form.
Okay. I lost one. Guess it's gone forever.
Oh, one of mine?
Oh my
Sure,
goodness,
okay.
girl. You could
Nice.
take a lot
I'm
of
giving you a bad
damage.
one.
Oh my gosh.
No, I got one here.
Not much more.
Okay, boot bottle at the ready.
Bye, guys.
2, 3. So you guys watch as these lightning bolts start going through. 3 of them that go right through Rhea, and all of a sudden, she shrinks down from the snake as she is now standing as 2 more lightning bolts are coming at her. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 16, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's an 8th?
But this is the last hit.
Yes. 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 halved. So that's 9 points of damage.
Oh my god, do you
going to
realize how fucking perfect that is?
I'm still up. I got 1 hit point, y'all.
Wow. You take 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Did you make your save?
20.
A natural 20, you take 9 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
As these lightning bolts come through, Rhea sits there. It comes through and hits Sen as Sen is trying to dodge. Hits you as you kind of dodge, and it hits you along the back. Rhea is sitting there, barely holding on to life, as they stride through. Again, you test Oozlium. You hide behind your puny friends. You are a coward, Sen. You always have been, and I will have my justice. As he's standing above you, who are now kind of reduced to the ground. And all of them pile in around different, beautiful white tabards. One who was cloaked and hooded in white. You guys get 1,000 bits from Duke Fleeg
Thank you.
for the Rhea saves.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, Duke Fleeg.
Is he directly in front of me?
You're down, and all of them are in a semicircle around you at the entrance. And he looks at you all. So this is who sprung you out from our care. Sadet Sen. And you hear from behind him. You will not touch her. You will not touch any of them. And he looks back. Alderman. As he steps forward, and you see this man in very nice garb, looking very official, kind of gray hair, bald on top, kind of coming out here with the Wolverine thing, but bald on top, coming out and messy hair. And he's looking at all of you. You will not touch another hair on them, or you will risk an incident with Lithenia. There are bodies everywhere. They are here. It was they who brought this, as he holds up the journal that you guys found.
Thank God.
The cleric came to both of us with this. You know that this Oni who took my child was your fault. It was the fault of Uzlium. And you will not touch anyone here. Ylvasar looks down at him. We would have found the Oni, but you didn't. They did. And where were you? Where were you? He has taken my son. You did not find him. Where is my son? Where is my Paicha?
I'm gonna stand up, kind of shakily and panting a little bit, and walk over to him and pull out the missing poster and show it to him. This is your boy.
He takes it from you. This is my Paicha. And he looks down at all the bodies. All the children.
I'm gonna reach up and put one hand on his shoulder. We tried to save them. We were too late. I'm so sorry.
No. You have seen my son?
I want to kind of avert eye contact for a moment and take a deep breath and look back at him and nod. He's here. It's best if you don't.
My son is dead. And it is on Uzlium. You have done this. Your special enforcer. You have killed my son. And for what? Why did my son die? Can you tell me that, Frostwyrm? Why is my Paicha dead? And why didn't you stop it? Where were you when my son lay dying as this thing feasted on him?
Apparently, he was just trying to get a little bit of, I don't even know, revenge. What is your name? I was looking at Ilsavar.
Ylvasar.
Ylvasar. I don't even know, well, I know who you are, but who are you?
Who am I? It does not matter who I am, Sen. Only in that you have grievously injured me, and you have injured Uzlium.
And in your fall of pride, you have left hundreds of people to be eaten, no?
We're here for you. We were told at the last moment to handle this situation here. It's the only reason why you are not in Oozlium now, facing them.
And I won't be facing them.
Oh.
Because you have failed Oozlium in your selfish pursuits to find me. And in that, you have left multiple people unsafe. You have damaged the name of Frostwyrm by simply traipsing around, doing whatever you want to find one little girl. I will bring this to whoever we are going to be speaking with. And it will not just be your hand that is gone, Ilsavar.
You
Right.
think you have any leg to stand on? You who ran from me right into a fire. You coward. You.
As far
You're
as
not
I could
worthy.
tell, that fire sprung up on my feet. What kind of frostworm uses excessive force?
I will not be lectured by the likes of you. I do not answer to you, Sen. And you will answer.
As far as I'm concerned, my friend, I've been your entire world.
And at that moment, the alderman goes, "Enough of this! You will not be getting this girl. As the city alderman to Curia, I hereby remand this person to Lethania. They are not to be moved. They are not to be removed from our sovereign soil. And this is something that you cannot dispute here. Not without a considerable incident, the likes of which even you will not be able to stay away from the damage. This matter can only be appealed to a court higher than mine. And you will only find that in the capital. If you want this girl, if Oozlium wants this girl, you will have to take it up with Imperial Council.
Well, thank you, Alderman.
It is not for you. Looks over at Ilvasar. It is for my Paicha. I will make sure the Empress apparent knows of this. Her feelings on Oozlium are well known in the Empire. Soon, Hakem II will die, and she will be Empress. And we will be rid of the Oozlium scourge. The Tsar crosses his arms, with one hand there, very apparent to you. Very well. I will litigate this with the Lethanian Council, of which the first ambassador of Oozlium is a part. I will have you then. You will return to Uzlium, and you will face justice for your crimes. We will take them tonight by way of the teleportation circle. No. You will not use teleportation circle. You may play your mage tricks. Send him or her to Uzlium instead. No. They go by the road. He looks over, smiles. Very well. But these frostworms go with them. Consider it a personal escort for your party.
They can't possibly... You're coming with us.
We are not letting Sen out of our sight.
Mayhem takes one step forward. None of us.
He unfolds his arms as you do.
None of us. My hand's not on my sword, though. It's more, prayer. None of us will let Sen out of our sight again. That might be the one thing we agree upon.
If only that, yes.
He's gonna walk past him to the man crying over his child.
The Alderman.
Alderman.
Yeah.
If I know everyone needs closure. We are not always given that chance, depending on where we come from. But there, you may still seek closure with your boy.
I have no closure. I have nothing. No son.
You don't wish to lay your eyes upon him one more time?
No.
I'm gonna reach over and Mayhem my cloak. Just holding my side, my cloak. You've had it on this whole time.
Of course. Start to remove the cloak. As I hand it back to you, I'm gonna put one hand on your shoulder and then hand you the thing, but the last 10 go into her.
As your body is charred and cracked in places from where these bolts hit you, you see those cracks kind of sew themselves up. And you're feeling a bit better as you touch her and the light kind of transfers from you to her.
I'm gonna thank you. And I'm gonna take the cloak and walk over to Paicha and cover him with my cloak.
You put it over him as the Alderman watches you. Grabs the journal and goes, and this will go to Lithania City with them as evidence of what Uzlium has done here and what they have done to fix it for you. Now get out of my city. And points to the Oni, and take your trash with you.
Mayhem, without saying anything, is going to reach out for the journal. To take.
You grab it, and he doesn't let go.
I put a hand on his hands where he can't let go. Did we know the name?
Paicha.
Oh, it was actually, I thought it was a name. I will. I feel right now as if Paicha was my own child. I cannot feel it to your extent. I know that. But I will put my life on the line to get this there. And the justice that Paicha deserves.
You listen to me, Envoy. You take an oath now. To me. On my son's name. His name was Paicha Vikanovsky. And his future was taken from him by Usliam. So you swear to me now, if I give this to you, Envoy, you will see justice done.
Still hands over his, and then I begin to kneel. I will seek justice, and I will tell you about it.
Do not seek justice. Do it. Give me your word that you will see it done.
Head's kneeling at that, or head is pointed down at that point, but as I look up, when he says that, I promise with every fiber of my being and everything I have worked to become an envoy for, that I will find justice. I will give Paicha the justice they deserve for the future they've lost.
Countless lives, countless experiences. He will never have and never know. That is what Usliam has taken. I give this to you. And hands over the journal.
I'll take it peacefully. Thank you. You can count on me. All of us. You can count on all of us.
Where are you staying tonight?
Wait.
The open mine.
You will sleep there. And in the morning you'll leave. It is not good to travel at night. Especially with your escort. We will post guards at your doors. They will not disturb you. Isn't that right, Usliam scum? You think my hands are tied here, but I am patient, Alderman. I can wait a day. I hope you enjoy it, Sen. It's all you get. Now, it's time to leave.
You need to clean up first.
Looks over his shoulder at the others. See to it as they go over to the Oni. And look at it. Do a couple of symbols and this portal kind of opens up. And they take it and they toss it through. Closes. There. Taken care of. Points with his arm, not his hand. After you. Down the way you guys came in.
I'm gonna lean into Natrix as I kind of walk by and go, seems to me only one of his hands are tied. And as we go, I'm gonna I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit. I'm gonna do level 2, so I'm gonna get Kitten Angel Food Cake again.
Kitten invasion.
So would you like to describe how it happens?
I want to just sort of like, after I whisper to Natrix, kind of like whisper a little bit, do a couple of hand gestures, and I want to sort of like almost particulate, just sort of like, and it's like, it's just a little kitten around my ankles.
So you guys are watching as all of a sudden, little, almost like a sparkler, radiant energies, and it just fills out this little kitten, much like, firecrackers go like that throughout the whole thing of the form. And it looks up and goes and rubs against your leg. And as that happens, you watch these green energy kind of radiate out at that point and heals you up.
I want like anywhere, like while it's doing the little cat, like figure 8 weave while I'm going, just anywhere that it touches, just sort of like radiates green up like ripples.
And she goes around and everyone who's standing there gets healed. Go ahead and roll. Let's see, how long are you guys going to take in that? The full minute?
Yeah.
10d6. 10d6.
Can it move with us as we're walking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we're walking.
Yeah.
10d6?
Absolutely.
Just cross my arms as
2, 3,
we're walking.
4,
Is there a lineup right now? Because I know where I want to be in the
6,
lineup.
You can if you like, yeah.
7,
Separating our team and the
short one.
Frostwyrms. I want to be right in Matt.
10.
Okay. We'll say Ildasar and a couple other Frostwyrms in the front. You have Frostwyrms behind you as well.
Clever bastard.
Oh god, I'm gonna need a calculator. Okay, 2, 4, 6, and then, wait, hold on. Here we go. 8, and then 12, and then another. This is hard, guys. There's a lot of dice in here.
I'll get the app.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
26.
26.
Oh, look, I'm back at full.
And then some.
33.
33 points of healing to everyone.
Wow.
Holy fuck.
I got 10 extra hit points.
I was untouched, I feel like that.
It's okay.
Gracious.
That happens.
Oh, no. Mayhem's like, oh, God. I didn't do it.
I want to like,
That's how you
as we're, because the assumption would be for the minute we're like walking down the hall, and I want to just, as we're walking down the hall and getting more healed, like slowly with every little bit of hit point better, getting more and more cocky in that walk.
I like it.
It becomes a strut.
Yeah, it totally does. Glancing back on occasion to see if we're to make sure that our frostworm buddies are still following.
There's some in front and some behind.
I want to make a point of looking at them and looking at my little druid cat.
They take note of it and go, "As 'tis a pity that druids do not fall under our jurisdiction. But then again, I've never known a druid to keep such ill company."
I'm gonna keep walking, and how close are they? Like the ones behind me?
Behind you, you can be at the end, or you can be in the middle.
I want to be like a little bit close to them, and I want to cast Druidcraft like on the back of me for raining, and just keep walking. So they walk right into my little rainstorm.
They do, and they.
Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. It's just I was feeling awfully dirty after all of that char, and I had to do something. Maybe you shouldn't follow so closely and keep walking.
Maybe they should clean up their own messes.
You guys make it out and through the tunnels and back into the Uzlium embassy. They lead you up the stairs instead of the crystal. And they take the stairs up a couple of levels. And finally, get to the front. The guy who was there has been replaced.
Yeah.
It was a temp position.
Very
He had tenure.
And then you guys make it up. It says, we can escort them from here. As you guys are going out into the street. It's pretty dark. It's pretty late. Not a whole lot of people about.
Did anyone bring Paicha?
No, you
Because
covered him.
Yeah, my point with that, I was going to attempt to bring him with me because I would not have left my cloak behind.
Okay.
So.
Okay, how did you want to bring him with you?
I guess, how big of a child is this? Can I pick him up?
Yeah, you can, but I mean, we're talking about 40 to 45 pounds. It's going to weigh on you after a while.
We could fit him in the bag.
I would say that I would just try to pick him up and carry him and just see if...
Make a strength check. Actually, constitution check.
16.
16, yeah, you carry him pretty much the whole way. It's starting to burn in your arms as you're getting up there and carrying him up the stairs with your cloak over him.
I'm kind of walking around in a hospital frock. Do you have my stuff, or do you have my stuff?
You can have your stuff back, but not the blades.
Okay. Hands him one.
Looks at it. Grabs it.
Stuff, please. At least let me have some dignity.
Goes like this, and out from a bag you have clothes that you had been in. No, new clothes, actually. Yours was burned badly.
Yeah.
So they have some different clothes for you and a bag of yours.
I don't know where we're going.
The guards will lead you. And he calls for the two guards. They're wardens. And they come up. Yes, sir? See these people back to the open mine. The Frostwyrms will go with. They have rooms there, these people, and they are not to be disturbed. Under penalty from the Alderman. Yes, sir. So there's about 4 guards. Come with you. We will take you there. They go out. You still have that body. Wait. This is my son's body. Yes.
Just nods at him.
You please give him to me.
I'm gonna nod and hand him over gently. And then just, when you're ready, before we leave, will you please return my cloak to me? It's very precious.
You there, give me cloak. One of the guards puts their cloaks to him. Please. I do not want to look right now. Here in the street.
I'm gonna make the switch very carefully to try to make sure that he doesn't get uncovered. So like the new cloak over and then other cloak off.
That's easy enough. Go and pull it out. Looks at you. Thank you. I will be here in the morning to see you out. In the meantime, I have a letter to write. Thank you. Glares one last time at the Frostwyrms, turns his back and goes. You watch him leave as the wardens turn back and go. To the open mine. Shall we? He follows you, or they lead you, and the Frostwyrms are behind you. And what few people are on the streets, as you're passing, kind of give you guys a wide berth, as you have these Frostwyrms just striding through the city with you guys. Eventually you make it back to the open mine. You open it up, and it's a good night there, and people are having a good time. Very big juxtaposition to how you guys are feeling as you walk into all of this noise. And there is Reginald. And Threen Jala. You guys know as, I believe, Calum. Sitting there with Reginald and Alistair. And Reginald goes, as he sees the Frostwyrms behind you. He looks at you guys and then sees Sen. And his face softens. I'm so very glad that you're here. Come. Join us.
I need to get changed.
I can show you to your room if you like.
David, can you show me to my room?
Reginald just kind of. David looks at him, looks at Sen. All right, let's go. And takes her through the crowd and the ruckus that's going on. The rest of you who are down there, the Frostwyrms kind of take a seat at a table, and everyone gives them like room. There are people at the table, and they stride forward, and the people get up and leave the table, and they sit down, all in their bright white and silver. They just watch. Guard follows you guys up.
Get to the room part. Look at him. You want me to just strip naked here, or can I have a bit of privacy?
You're asking the guard?
Yeah.
He goes, as you like. I'm just here to make sure that.
Oh, it's not a Frostworm?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, no snarky comment.
Okay. It's one of the wardens.
Okay.
Unsnark?
Unsnark, please.
Yeah.
Go into the room.
David's in there with you.
Close the door.
You all right?
You said I was safe.
I did everything I could. I did everything I could. I'm just one man.
Yeah. I understand that.
If, for the record, Sen, you put yourself in this situation.
I know.
And you asked me to help.
And you did. So how was I found?
I don't know.
Who is Reginald?
What you mean?
Who is he?
He's just a driver.
Come on. You're part of the Karambit. You don't just hire some random guy who happens to know a bit of magic, whose spell book happens to have a Frostworm insignia on the back. Tell me who he is.
I didn't know about his book. I didn't. But I do know that he don't mean you no harm whatsoever.
Then how was I found?
Maybe you should ask the nice, friendly Frostworm how we found you. I don't know. I covered for you. I had somebody killed for you. I put your brand. I put your memory in that brand. Maybe they got the memory master. Maybe they took too close of a look. I don't know what memory is in your brand, Sen. But we just pulled one.
Lean up against the door.
And maybe they found us the same way that those bloody displacers did. They asked the god.
Okay.
They saw you with that dragonborn. I don't know. But there are ways. You look a mess.
I'm in a hospital frock covered in blood.
You still have the bandages on?
Yeah. I don't even want to know what's under these. Can I get change? I'll be down in a second.
Look, Sen.
Can I get changed?
Don't go anywhere, yeah? Don't make this worse.
Is there a window?
There is.
I glance at him. Glance at the window. Smirk.
Sen. Don't run. That will give them more reason.
No, I'm not gonna run. I want to see. I don't even know his name. Ilsabar, Ilvasar. I don't even fucking know his name, and he is so obsessed with me. Now that guy, I want to see his head on a plate.
Well, don't think now's the time. I'll leave you to it.
I'll be down in a second.
All right. It's good to have you back. As he opens and shuts the door.
Just take a moment. Now, did they give me my bag or just a bag?
They give you your bag.
Reach in, make sure everything's left in there.
No daggers.
But clothes, goggles,
Yeah.
fingerless gloves.
It's there.
At the very bottom, finds the butterfly hairpin and just play around with it in my fingers for a moment. You know, I don't talk out loud that much, but you're making this very, very hard to get to you. Just really hard. Okay, yeah. That's why I don't talk out loud. No response. Put everything in the bag and then, like all the knickknacks, and start putting things on, all the stuff. And the very last thing after I slip on the gloves is just don the goggles and then newly cut hair. Blow up to hair that's not there anymore. And then head downstairs.
You notice that your spell cards are missing.
Fucking A. I'll look through the playing cards, because I usually like hide them in there. Like make sure all the playing cards are still there.
They're there.
Fuck. Go to the window. Open it up.
Cool air comes in. looking out over the city, the lights, the sounds. Smell the food that's cooking.
As quickly as I can, I just generate as much rate, like 3 rays of frost, and just chuck them out into the sky.
God, my face!
They're rays, so they go up. No arc on them.
Make a wish. Shooting star. A star?
Are that close? And then I make my way downstairs.
Okay. Sen comes downstairs. Before we get to that, David is there down with you guys, with this guy that you know as Calum, and Reginald. Reginald is kind of looking around like, I don't understand. Then he's just kind of lost in thought. And Alistair is sitting there, well, the good thing is that this gentleman came through. Points over to Threen. We have one potion.
When we come in, I want to make a point of sitting, like, I don't know what the arrangement is, but whatever is, like, Reginald and then wherever the Frostwyrms are, I want to sit, like, directly between. So if it's on, like, the other side of the table or right next to him, like, whatever that is.
Yeah, that's fine. The Frostwyrms are off in this corner. You guys are kind of in the center here. Over here is the stairs up. So they're about there. Reginald is on this side. You're on that side.
Mm.
Okay.
Like, lean back real hard.
And Threen says, I came through. Uzlian always comes through. So, I have a potion. It's difficult to make. Requires some exotic ingredients. But as long as you have more of those livers, Uzlian will help. Of course, for a price. These potions don't come free. And Alistair goes, I will cover the cost. Whatever it is. Okay. Well, here's the first then. Takes this potion. It's in this bottle. It's kind of greenish with some blue that kind of is swirling in it. You have what you need to help your friend now.
I want Mayhem to just make eye contact with Alistair. I want to say it without saying it. Just to infer that I'm going to try and help him pay him back a little bit. Just look him in the eye. How can I translate that?
I think you're going to need more than more words than just a look.
Okay. Then for now, just a hand on his shoulder as I look him in the eye. I know it's not going to translate,
Yeah.
but I'm still going to... That's what I'm going with.
He looks at you with the potion. Hands it to you.
The hand that's still on his shoulder, the other one reaches for the potion. Thank you.
I'm but doing good work for good people. Just glad none of you are free mages.
As are we. Just kind of looks away.
You take the potion. Where is Ted?
In a bag?
No, he was in the carriage before. I don't know that we brought him in. I think he's been...
We can say you could have if you wanted to.
I feel like that would be safest.
I think you guys probably decided not to move him too much.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, did we leave him in the carriage to try to not move
Yeah,
him?
probably.
you can close curtains pretty easily. Yeah, he's in a parking lot right now. That's what it sounds like.
It's fine. We
You
locked
come
him.
down to see this.
Ta-da!
Just kind of sadly waves a little. I don't know. I didn't notice the hair.
You all right?
Yeah.
Well, sit down. We'll get you something. What you want? You must be hungry.
Not really.
A cocktail then? Might make you feel better. All right, more for me.
She hands you rum with an unsqueezed lime in it,
Yes.
floating in it.
I've been making them myself.
Oh dear God.
Thank you. No, just throw a glance at Reginald. Some water would be nice.
I'll get it. He gets up and goes to the bar.
His obsession with water just makes me really happy at that one singular moment.
Oh, you want what?
You want what now? I got you.
Did we all notice that moment the first time he said, David, take me to a room instead of
Yeah.
Reginald? We all noticed?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. Noted.
He comes back nice and cool and clean.
Thank you.
Yes.
Where should we start?
Yeah, that's a great idea. And then just wave a hand, just flag someone down.
He comes over. What's it gonna be?
I'll just have a beer if you have one.
Which one?
Just house, whatever you make. Do you make anything?
No, it's all imported.
I don't care.
Would you like a Borden Giersch?
Borden Giersch?
That sounds great.
Do you have the Heffenweisen?
I do. It's the Gierschiest.
Oh, it's not even in season.
He brings you one Borden Giersch half.
Does this Borden Giersch have any sort of logo? I don't feel like drinking it until there's a logo or some motto that you would exclaim upon drinking it.
I did. It's the Gierschiest.
Oh my God.
Over here,
I don't want.
Yes.
steep in it. It
Yes.
is.
Is there anything particular you want to happen tonight?
From my perspective, I'm just thinking of what we would catch up Reginald on and what we'd catch up Alistair on. I guess pretty much a lot of this, seeing as we walked in with Frostwyrms. It's more of a team question.
I would just want to. I think it's best if we correct our issue with Ted in the morning, as it might be a bit unseemly to bring him back in the middle of all of this.
Not exactly good to have a bunch of people see our dirty laundry, or our dirty Ted in this case.
When we get in the carriage, we can use the potion before we leave.
Let's not tell him. Let's not tell him that we waited an extra night.
I mean, it's only prudent.
Yeah, but he probably wanted to come back sooner.
He won't know.
Fair enough.
I concur with both, but morally, I'm going to question waiting until we get our full rest.
I feel it's safer for him.
I agree.
And if we could postpone him seeing the state of his axe, that'll be good.
Just sort of distinctly remember his hand slipping.
Anything you want to do tonight?
Yeah, where is Ted?
Oh, right.
Who wants to tell Sin?
I think you should. You're talking about it.
Okay, so we fought these Gorgons. They were raping cattle in the countryside. We saved a town, and in the process, Ted might have been turned to stone. And we might have broken his axe. Just a little bit.
I can see the confusion on your face. They're great big balls made of metal.
I guess I should have clarified.
Yeah. They're not like some weird beast or something.
They're not sexy snake ladies like I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, they're bulls. So it makes sense.
Wait a minute.
Cool.
They were tearing up a town while we were on our way to find you, and hopefully this friend of Maya's will be helping the people back there get right as rain.
We'll set them up. As long as they have more of those livers.
I'm just gonna look at Alistair.
We have plenty of them, actually. I've got a great big friend who's got a great many of them. Sorry. Puts his hand down, table rumbles a little.
His beer. No.
Thank you. Is getting him. Points over and gets another one. He's in the carriage, turned to stone, and his axe is broken, also stone.
Just the one break, though.
And in the town of Lytha, they have many more people that have turned to stone. Alistair is he's done right by that town, and he's seeing to it they get the potion they need to help.
I'm sorry. It's just it's been a long day. I'm just gonna go back upstairs. Reginald, can we talk?
Of course. Right behind you, of course.
Okay. Go upstairs.
Follows you. You guys turn in for the night?
I'm gonna attempt washing my clothes, including my cloak, and taking a bath beforehand.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that.
Then yes.
You notice Frostwyrms watching you go.
Flip them off.
Get up to your room. Closes the door. Reginald with his coat. Are you all right?
Been better. You were in my room the night David came in with his friend, right?
Yes, we were rooming together.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I trust David's abilities to keep people hidden, and that was supposed to keep me hidden.
And he swore me to secrecy.
So of the people who would know about what was happening, it would have been us three.
I did not know why or what was going on. I simply knew you. I've seen the spell that was used and gathered they were forging a brand. Nasty business, that.
I like you, Reginald. We both seem to like water.
One must. It sustains life.
Lives. Entirely.
Yes. Can also take life. Deserves respect.
think the exact same thoughts. I'm going to get straight to it. Why, in your spellbook, is there a Frostworm insignia? And think very carefully about what you say next. Because if I don't like it, I will shove the daggers that I'm not supposed to have in your skull.
I'm not sure I know how to make you like any of it. But
the way I can like it is if it is honest.
I will be as honest as you have been with me. I am old. Sen, I am an old man. I just wanted to live my days in peace, simply. That book, it is a remnant of a life I had. A life I left. I kill warlocks. That's what I did for Uzlium. I was a Frostworm. There's only so much you can take. No matter the indoctrination, no matter how justified you feel it is, there's only so much life you can take. They would send me after warlocks. And so I disappeared. I thought if I could live a simple life, that maybe one day I could forget my sins, what I did in the name of justice. I am not proud of what I have done. But I did not give you to the Frostwyrms, nor would I give anyone to the Frostwyrms. I keep that book for defense and as a reminder of where I came and what I've done and what I now must work in any small way to repair.
When did you leave?
Oh, I was about 55 at the time. It's been a good...
And you're what, 57?
It's been a good 10 years.
So you're familiar in the ways in which a Frostworm is supposed to operate.
Yes.
You are going to tell me everything about how a Frostworm is supposed to operate.
I don't think we have the time.
You're going to make the time. Because if I do not, if that, God, whoever the fuck he is, if this case that I have to go up against this guy, I need to discredit him as a Frostwyrm. His selfish pursuit of me is what is going to fuck him over. And you are going to tell me how he is supposed to operate.
If he came after you, it is either sanctioned or not.
Sanctioned or not, how much force is he allowed to use?
We are Frostwyrms. We did what we must.
Do what you must to take a dissenter back, to re-educate, yes?
Yes. If they will not go, they die. As a last resort.
As a last resort.
Yes. Unless, of course, you have made a deal with a being for your power. In which case, they don't ask questions.
The only being that I have made for a deal with my power is my own.
Yes. And yet you live. They did not kill you.
But they were close.
Yes, they often are.
How close is close?
Whatever it takes.
I believe you, Reginald. And I know I cannot ask for your help for when we get there, because
I cannot reveal myself.
it would be worse for you than for me.
They will take me back. I want to be very clear. I completely understand their point of view. I was in it. There are terrible things being done by free mages. But I could no longer be a part of it. And I would no longer hurt others. There are some who do not deserve the magic they have.
Yeah.
You deserve your magic, Sen. I have seen you. I believe in you.
Thanks. Well, I have a lot to think about.
Yes. Please do not tell anyone. As I understand it, we are to be escorted.
Yeah. So, you will stay quiet, as you usually do. And I will keep my snark to a minimal level.
It's still quite loud.
Well,
I got a little chuckle out of you.
it's not going to be laughing for quite some time, so might as well.
We will see you through this. Then they will not have you. They will not have you.
Well, it has been a long day.
Can I offer one bit of advice?
Sure.
You are to go to Lithania City and be tried, as I understand. You are good. I see that. You deserve your magic because of how you use it. I see that. You will need to prove that they are not what they say you are. And they will come for you harshly. You will need to listen to what they say. And you will have to prove that you are not that.
Just scratch my face a bit. Yeah. I will have to prove I am not that.
Anticipate their argument, if you can.
Usually we have a roommate situation. Do you know who I'm? Where?
I forget. I don't think anybody
We didn't talk about it.
had it. No, David got everyone enough rooms so you can.
I believe this is yours.
Oh. Huh. A whole room to myself.
Don't get into trouble.
I won't. It's just this is a first. Good night, Reginald.
If you need me, I'm across the hall. Good night, son. I'm so very happy to have you back. Water buddies for life.
You know, I was just thinking, water buddies. For life.
For life. Just pray it is a long one.
He opens the door and closes it on that.
Cheating on mayhem.
There's no water buddies rule. You can have
That's
like
right.
5 water buddies. But only 5.
So we're gonna go to break because we're very late for it.
I have to pee.
There, yeah. Sorry, we're gonna go to
Speaking
break
of
there.
water.
And we're gonna start up and we're gonna rush to Lithania City and get this going. All right. So stay right there. We're gonna be right back ASAP, guys.
Natural 1 SVU.
Dun, dun. And welcome back to Natural One. Just so everyone knows, during the break, we discussed the fact that you had rolled a natural 1 during your, what was it, investigation checks?
Yeah, it was like at the beginning.
Yeah. So I got myself a card now, which is you receive the minimum amount of healing possible from any one source. So glad that helps me now. But here we go. We're going to jump right back into it. You guys wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy. Sorry.
You're my
Yes.
hero.
Can I wake up
wish I got
in front of Sen's door with like a rum bottle and then like try and sneakily get away from her door before she notices?
Like you coming up to the door with a rum bottle?
No, like I was sleeping there all night.
Like she passed out drunk.
Drunk on her doorstep, just like sloshed as fuck, looking like a total mess, and then I want to sneak away before she opens her door.
Okay. So we're going to say at night to these guards, you're very drunk and you have a good time drinking and pointing at them
Yes.
and saying things.
I don't know or remember any of those
That's
things.
right. You don't remember any of it, but you talk to these guards.
I made my point. He knows.
Yes,
Like a
exactly.
British guard thing.
And it's like, you listen to me about Sen. You listen to me.
Yeah. Does it to them, to their eyeball.
So, roll. Goodness. Perception, we'll say. See how well you wake up before Sen.
22.
22. Sen, go ahead and roll the same.
All the
Let's
things
see
to
how you
roll.
get.
14.
14. Yeah, you wake up and
Can I be very loud about it?
you look around and you've got a bottle of rum and you're laying on the floor in the middle of the hall next to two guards. And sure enough, you try and get up and poof, against the door. And do you need help, miss?
No, I got it. Yes.
Reaches down and helps you up.
I'm gonna lean all supporting, like all my weight on him.
Make a Constitution check.
Why are they so good for this moment? 18.
18. So you're a little hungover, but it's not too bad. So as they help you up, you're like, all right.
Clumsily walking to my door and trying not to wake everyone up, but doing a terrible job of being very loud and clumsy.
Yeah, definitely that door hit woke you up. You hear her exclaim something. I'm sorry. Here's something going on.
I'm sorry! Shh! To the door.
Absolutely. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna try and like get into my room before she notices, but also like just be stumbling a lot and trying my best to look like I got my shit together in front of these guards, but I clearly don't.
Mm-hmm. You're having trouble.
Like a fawn, like a little deer that's like just learning to walk. And then like right as Sen opens her door, I want to just like fall into my room.
Yeah. You open the door and you see just down there. Vroom.
I go back to the bedstand and just grab the goggles off, place them on top, sling the bag over, look over the room.
You still have bandages?
Yeah.
Okay.
And just sit on my bed and wait till someone comes to get me.
I know we never chose rooms, but I wanted to say if I got the choice to pick a,
Sure.
I wanted to pick one adjacent, right next to Sen's.
next to it?
Yeah, right next
Okay,
to
yeah.
Sen's. Did I hear any of that noise?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How many of us heard how much noise?
There was a bit of a ruckus in the hall.
Noise. After hearing, I'd say like once I heard your door, is when I'll open mine. What the goodness? I mean, I guess I noticed the guard's not directly in front of her door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with that. What? Sen.
Come in.
You just see like the dragonborn mouth kind of peer through. You're okay, correct?
Yes.
Good. I didn't see the guards directly in front of your door. I just wanted to make sure.
You're just off to the sides of the door.
They weren't directly in front of the door, and I panicked. It was on me, of course. Just making sure you're okay, Sin. How are you?
Okay. Are we heading out now? Or
Well, I am not going back to sleep. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh no. Yes, we are going. Yeah. Would you like to come wake the others with me, or I don't. I just want. I'm sorry. You're doing. I'm gonna wake the others, and just slams the door nervously and closes it.
And the guards are just looking at you the whole time. Are you all right?
Of course, Sen is our primary care, and Ted is our primary care. Yes, I am fine. I am fine. I am 100%.
Past you at the other guard, and the other guard is just like, I don't know.
I'm gonna not even get that, like, look past me. Like, I am 100% okay. I am fine. My body, and like hands on his shoulders, my body is strong.
Hey,
It is theirs.
easy there as the guy behind you puts his hand on yours. It's not nice to mistreat a warden.
you feel another hand on your shoulder. Let's go downstairs.
I'm awake! As I startle up.
And I hug the warden. And then I immediately let go of the warden. Hey, I meant no disrespect. Drunkenness scared me. What?
I'm still on the floor with my door wide open, and you just see like my feet sticking out of the door with like the little end of my tail, and I'm just like, I'm awake, I swear!
I want to say when I heard all the banging, like, woke really suddenly and was like, and then hear her like, sorry, outside, and just, Matrix.
Yeah, wow. It has been a minute. We're just gonna go. Are you Natrix right now or Madalena look?
I was Natrix because I was drunk and I was not even processing anything after that. Oh no.
At what point?
In the middle of the night, I got up drunk, or I was drinking, fell asleep in my room, got up and was like, I'm gonna go be in front of Sendor and protect.
She really likes to use makeup when she's drunk.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
At this point, my door to just bang open.
Antlers.
She saw those in the forest and
They're back.
Yeah. If you're going down, we're going with you. But we're here to protect you. Just keep the animals at bay.
they're my friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, how about you help our costume-loving friend? Oh God!
By the door frame.
I would love to help our costume-loving friend, dressed as an equally important and beautiful species. Costumed, of course. But every species is beautiful. I'm gonna go help.
As you go to do that, you make a perception check.
Why did you laugh?
Because I can.
I'm on your team. 8 total.
8. You hear this, but he does not. You hear the guard just kind of mutter under his breath, should stay on their island.
Hey, what's your name? What's your names?
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to call you Carl and Joe, unless you give me your names. So Carl and Joe, let's go downstairs.
After you.
Excellent. Excellent. Keep up the good work. Ding ding. Start making my way downstairs.
They look at each other and the guy's like, just calm down. Yeah, I was like, muttering to himself. Oh, you're already headed down.
Okay.
And then they follow you down. You get down there, and David's down there. The Frostwyrms are down there. And the Alderman is down there. Carl says, he's right here, sir. Ah, good. Or she's right here, sir. Ah, good. And I hope you slept well.
Well, it was pretty okay. Carl and Joe here, they're very good
Okay.
at their job.
You keep winking. They not do a good job. Right. You are alive in one piece. That is enough for me. Do you need anything before you leave? For Imperial City?
Is anyone else down here besides me?
I'm still lying on the floor.
I was about to say, yeah.
Follow down?
I would want to follow down and get Natrix's dressed up in her
Okay.
clothes.
So
her
you're
proper
you're
attire.
working with her.
At that
Convincing
point,
me.
I came
Yeah.
out into the hall as well, so I would say that I'm over there assisting. With
You guys are
Matrix.
helping Natrix.
I was like, we should
David's
help.
down there. Reginald's down there.
Maya.
Yeah, Maya's down there as well. Yeah.
Well, no, just going to wait for my friends to come down, and that's all I need right now. So
Okay. And Reginald stands up. I will see to the horses and the carriage then. Looks over at the Frostworm. So sorry, we don't have room for you.
yes, I guess you will have to walk. I'm very sorry about this.
You worry not, dear son. We would be just fine.
It's a very long walk.
Indeed.
I mean, using those crystals everywhere and probably flying everywhere, your legs must be pretty twiggy.
Pray you don't find out.
Well, I certainly would hope not, because that robe looks like a one piece. And the only way I would find out
No,
is
he's in his armor.
Oh, he's in the
Yeah,
armor.
he's in his plate mail.
Oh, well, I certainly hope not, because that would take a very long time to take off. I think I would get more bored from watching you take off it than my intrigue as to whether your legs are actually twiggy or not.
You're gonna do very well in court. Shall we?
We're still waiting for them. You guys ready yet?
I want to be up there and like just poking at her amulet, like, good lord, how does this work? Natrix! We have to go!
All right. Boop.
What do you look like?
Just like a very plain, blonde woman. Not very not very pretty necessarily, but just kind of ordinary. Blue eyes, and I'll have like just a cloak for now.
Okay. That's it? Just
Yeah.
a cloak?
Yeah.
Nothing else?
The amulet.
Oh, the amulet?
And a cloak. And I'm naked underneath. No, I'm just kidding.
You said just a cloak.
No, there's like armor and stuff,
Okay.
but I just wanted to be funny.
Lifts the edge of the cloak. Oh, dear God.
What are you doing, woman?
Fully clothed, please. Fully clothed. I swear to God.
You head down. You see them come out.
Well, now we have all of us here. Now we can go.
At that point, Reginald comes back in.
I've brought the carriage and our friend.
Excellent. Well, shall we?
We should move.
Who had the potion?
I believe me. I had that. Yep. Shook his hand, everything. Eye contact with him.
Alistair is there. Says, well, it has been a very good time with all of you. Good folks. And you've done right by Lytha. So, I guess this is goodbye for the time being. But, should you need anything from me, or my friend Alcon, there are ways to contact us. He slides you a piece of paper, Mayhem.
Oh. I'm just gonna look at the piece of paper and see, like, would I recognize what he's implying?
It's folded, and he just said there's ways to contact us and gave you a piece of paper.
Ah, okay. All right. Well then, yeah.
Suppose I'm off then.
See to it that those people are cared for.
Yes, of course. They're in desperate need.
This is not a one-way exchange. But if we ever cross paths, when we cross paths again, and you need our help, you may call upon us as well.
Well, in that case, I'll need to know what you're called. Seems you don't know that yet. Just remember, he did ask before.
Oh yes. 7th time sweating in history for Dragonborn. And I believe we've been through a lot recently. I would love nothing more than to give you some sort of name, but if you can contact any one of us for right now, then you contact all of us.
All right. Should I find need for some serious arse kicking, I will call upon you. My territory is from Arkadash to the north. So, should you need me, I'll be in the area.
It has been a pleasure and an honor to work with you. I wish you could see us at a... Well, we've been happier, but we are happiest now again.
See to your friend, eh?
We will. Thank you.
Thank all of you. I'm off to save Lytha. Again, thanks to you. Safe journey.
Just gives him a nod.
Man bows a little.
He nods. Takes off. Threen, or as you know as Calum, says, I've seen to it that they have their supply. May see you folks in the capital. Until next time.
Until then.
And he, long, slender body, but muscular, dreadlocks kind of up, pulled back here, and tied here. He bows to you guys. Said, I like that mage hunter. He was cool. Heads off.
Well, I guess we best be on our way. After our dear friend, of course.
Threena and Alistair are both out of earshot.
Yes.
Let's be like, great. Everybody should just be friends with the mage hunter.
This is the first time you're hearing of a mage hunter.
You won't be mine. Though he had a very smooth voice, so I can understand why. Very
That he
smooth.
did. You should have seen his companion.
Yeah, she was big.
Oh.
Thicky.
I just want to gesture to Sen, like reach way up in the high or in the air, like this.
I'm gonna grab Rhea by like the waist and lift her above appropriately to the exact height.
Yeah.
Wow.
Moment
About a
of
foot above Mayhem.
As you're still doing the arm motion.
moment of startle, and then just like nodding fervently for those on the podcast.
So almost as long as the swordfish nose.
Almost.
Almost.
Really? And I drop Rhea. But to your feet respectfully.
That, to your head, or to your mind, that brings to mind your very stony companion who was impaled by that nose.
Yes. That. Let's retell that tale together when we are all here. We need to focus on Ted.
Yes, of course.
So, it may bring him at ease if he sees you first.
Grabs it. Let's go.
Do not tell him his axe is broken yet.
Is it not made out of stone like him?
Wait.
Yeah, maybe just don't use that quite yet. We're still inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I may be able. I haven't tried in a while. Let's just go. I'll explain it not in here.
Are the Frostwyrms still around us?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
After you.
I don't know where I'm going.
And he just looks at you and goes, the door is that way.
Oh, no shit. Okay, at least... See, at least now I know you have a brain. Standing on those little twiggy legs. Let's go.
Twiggy days.
You get one chuckle out of Mayhem.
So you guys exit the door, and sitting there,
Oh.
but only a hilt up to here.
Is he still in the carriage?
He is, yeah, but the door is open.
Okay.
And you see that Ted.
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna sit in the front. You guys figure out how to fix this.
Give me the potion. Give me the potion.
Nope, San is the first one Ted needs to see, so fix that because I don't know how.
Okay, well, first of all, the potion is going to turn that back into Ted.
I should have explained when I gave him to her. Yes, that's on me. That is on
But
me.
yes, but are you going to fix his ex or are you going to tell him about his ex?
We are going
No.
to tell him. I think if he's...
No, I
Honesty is the best course of action for
Okay,
this.
hold on.
You
and
can
I'm gonna go into the carriage and just start reaching around for the other half of the axe and try to like lift it up. I'm assuming it's heavy.
Yes, it's very heavy.
I'm gonna try to lift it up and
You can lift it, it's just,
hold it up to the other part and just like,
you're finding it hard to hold it there.
Mayhem, can you just hold this right here, right? This like the axe's hold. Can you just?
Just like my
Hold
giant
that.
hands here? Just
Yes.
like,
Just, okay.
all right.
Yes, gently. Okay.
This is never gonna work.
As you're watching them fumble with it.
I'm gonna like take a deep breath and kind of rub my hands together.
Like
And
you're
then-
Miyagiing it.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
And then I'm going to wrap my hands around the suture, like where the two
Where they meet?
pieces are coming together. And I'm going to say a couple of words, like scrunch really tightly and say a couple of words, and then open one eye when I cast Mending.
Okay. You grip it, and you say a couple of words, and you open your eyes, and you open your hands, and the stone axe is whole.
It worked. Ooh, what did you just do?
We use it back home all the time. You know, it's with traveling, things break. But usually, one of the older druids does it. I rarely help with
I
this
was
sort
just
of thing.
throwing this out.
So hopefully, he never has to know, right?
I like how you think.
You won't be upset. This is fantastic news. Oh,
You
sorry.
were worried, knowing you could do that? Wow.
Okay, well, I didn't know I could do it for sure. I'm not exactly the domestic type.
Oh, that's good. Thank you.
You know what?
All right, well, do I just
Look at that face
throw
of
it at
fear.
him?
do I just
That's right, we
throw
didn't give
it? Or?
instructions.
How is he gonna drink it?
I believe pour a little into his mouth but don't waste it. Pour one drop into his mouth and see
Does
his
his
open
mouth
mouth.
actually work like a mouth? Or is it just
I
like...
mean, it's open.
Statue, yeah.
I feel like
As the DM, I can honestly say
Okay, I'm gonna just go,
heard
go
that
touch
shrug.
his mouth area. I'm gonna touch his mouth and see if, like, that's a possibility.
So you watch as she puts her hand out
Yeah.
into his mouth.
Does it feel like a liquid can go down?
It's stone. It's all stone. It doesn't
Yeah,
feel
there's
like
no
something.
chance of this.
All right, pop the cork and just using shape water, just take one drop and place it on his nose.
Okay. You place this potion on Ted's nose.
Just a drop.
I love that.
This is killing me.
And you watch as the drop goes, and just the littlest part turns to pink skin.
So I feel like I can't be very insensitive of how I pour this. I have to be very... All right, well, I will use shape water to just glide it over very carefully.
Don't miss the baby toe.
I want us all to be like just bothering you.
It starts to on his face and go down, and you notice that as soon as a certain amount of it gets on him, the change starts to go down throughout the rest of him. So you realize you don't have to worry about getting every bit. Now that he's covered, it's starting to reverse the effect. And there's just one moment where Ted's like this, and then his face. His axe falls, and he falls back into the carriage. Oh, God, guys. I had a weirdest dream. Looks right at Sen. Sen? How did you get here? Sen! Mayhem! Mayhem!
You're still in a dream.
I'm still dreaming.
No, I slap you in the back of the head. I slap Sen in the back of the head.
Oh,
I'm sorry. That was instinct. That you were Ted, dear Tedison. You are not. Sen.
Wait. Last thing we were fighting Gorgon?
The Gorgons.
And they hit me with their stone breath.
It's been 5 years, Ted Tedderson.
Oh my gosh.
Slap number 2.
Slaps you on the back of the head.
Oh, come on.
What? How did I get here?
You had
Someone
one job.
tell me what the fuck is going on?
Goodness.
The truth this time. It has not been. Okay.
You are in a parallel universe.
Just gonna reach over and clamp hand over Zen's mouth. We took you to the next city over, and
lick
we
your
got a
hand.
potion for you. Oh, God! Oh,
We brought you back. We got Sen.
I'm gonna look
It's fine.
at her and just wipe the
Shake
slime
water
all
on your face.
It's good to have you back, Sen.
I should have left you there.
Yes, you're all very entertaining.
Oh, shut it!
Shall we be on our way? As Ilvasar is looking at you guys. You see the glowing eyes in his helmet.
Right. We have to be serious. Right, folks? Very, very serious, because I am a murderous little girl who must stand trial for her crime.
You are a selfish brat.
How do you get your eyes to glow like that?
She should stand trial for this crime. Gross.
Don't you worry about it.
Squinty eyes.
Shall we be on our way? And Ted is like, who is that guy? He's awful.
Yes, Ted.
Right, so we sort of got Zen back?
We'll explain as we ride along.
Okay. I got such a crick in my neck. Oh. What are you looking at?
Feeling a little stiff. Sorry, I can help myself.
Just gonna grab part of Zen's clothing and wipe the spit off.
David comes up and he's like, yeah, we've got to go. So let's make with it, yeah?
Of course. I think it's best we tell him the truth. What?
On the way, yeah?
Please, yes, of course.
So you guys get in. You're up front with Reginald.
Yeah.
And
On Kevin again, then.
On the Kevin again.
I'm actually gonna approach Kevin and go to swing up and then be like, unless you and just gesture at Zen.
I'll walk over to Kevin, give him a pat. Just be like, I think, just for right now, I'm just going to sit. Don't have to worry about much.
All right, and I hoist myself up.
Get on the front seat with Reginald.
okay, you get up there and then you notice the mages casting something. And suddenly, 5 phantom steeds appear. And they get up. I told you we have our ways.
Tiny legs confirmed, thank you.
Just gonna pat Kevin. That's okay. You're still great.
After you, driver. Looks to Reginald. You ready to go? Okay. Don't want to listen to them. And onward you guys go. We'll say you catch Ted up in there. Is there anything in particular you want to say?
I would accidentally slip up that his axe did break, but we fixed it.
Damn it.
But we fixed it. Perfectly fixed as good.
I'm just like this in the corner.
Definitely gonna explain to him the stuff with the Oni as well.
Yeah, you guys tell him all of that. He's amazed at what you guys did. He's very thankful to Rhea for fixing his axe.
And I did drop him.
Did you include that?
Huh?
Did you include that?
I'm on Kevin.
Ah, yes.
I said it broke. End of story. If he asked.
I'm sure you told him that Rhea fixed it.
Yeah, Rhea fixed it. Yeah, it broke.
Head out the window.
Ah!
You
Kevin?
fixed my axe.
Yes, fixed it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It means a whole lot to me.
Yes, we gathered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're very welcome.
I'm gonna go back inside.
Yes, I'm sure there's lots of story to catch up on.
Okay. Bye, Kevin.
Goes back inside. All right, and you guys make your way to Lithania City. As you are coming up to it, in the morning, you guys are kind of getting there in the late afternoon. And you guys see, as the sun is pretty high, but starting to go, you see off in the distance, as you're following the river the whole way up, the shining, built up against a hill. On top of the hill, you see the shining palace of Lithania City. Banners all over the walls and all over the palace. Up. The symbol of Lithania, which is this olive branch, 2 of them, coming up and crossing like this, with a crown above that. On all of the banners, you see on this great big hill, the city descending down the hill in sections. You see the top section, and you see a great wall there. And you see another section, and a great wall there. And a 3rd section nearest to the bottom, and a great wall there. And as you're getting closer, on the outside, you see a bunch of shacks and shanties outside the wall. As you're coming through, Natrix, you know this place is the landing. You see tieflings, you see goblins, you see orcs, you see bugbears. They all have kind of their little communities within the landing. But all of the shacks are made shoddily of like wood, and you can smell that the mages who take care of any kind of waste don't go out there. As you're going in, you see on the sides where the wall ends and the shanties begin, there are foundations being laid on the sides. You see goblins and orcs laboring in the dirt and in the mud, trying to clear out space. You see, as you guys are coming up to the great large gate of Lithania, some people outside, all sorts of wilder races, arms stretched out, all kind of begging there at the gate as you guys are going in. And some just saying, "Can you get us a house? Can you get us in?" As you guys have to pass by, the Frostwyrms dismount and come to the gate. It says to the gods, "Let us in. We have business with the Imperial Council." Guards agree, and the great big doors open up to Lithania City. And there you see, let me just move this, a grand staircase that's going all the way up. You know this as the Grand Ascensor. This is the main way to get to any of the places but it's only stairs. As you guys are sitting there, coming up to it, Reginald stops and says,
It looks like I cannot go this way.
Ilvasar looks back and says, yes, you will have to walk. Or you can take the long way round. As you guys look over to the sides, in the residential district, you see streets that kind of go up with the level of the hill. You can see that the city has been kind of built up on the hill, and each street kind of twists and turns and goes up higher on both sides, like this. You see guards pretty much everywhere, a very strong military presence. You see whole squads kind of moving through.
I guess this is out for you.
Wait, did they already dismount?
Yeah.
So they dismissed their horses?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, Reginald. I think we need to take this up as we go, yes? Because our friends here, they have to join us wherever we go.
If you wish to stay with the carriage, I have no problem with that.
Thank you, Reginald.
Yes.
Ilvasar is like, you just delay the inevitable.
No, I'm just trying to get you a leg workout.
Twiggy legs.
Did you say that from inside?
Never skip leg day.
Very well, and he starts going this way and that. And I assume you're following on Kevin throughout. And you see the people in the residential district. Houses are nice. It's a nice area, but as you guys are getting closer to the wall, you cannot see anything in the next district whatsoever. You know these as the blinders. The Grand Ascensor has several blinders as well on the sides. And then these great big walls are blinders. And welcome back to Natural One. So sorry for the technical issues there, but I hope the 5 people that are still with us are watching.
So, how about that leg day?
That's right. That's right. We're gonna hop right back in it. So you guys start going up these switchbacks back and forth, seeing the people of Lithania City. Mostly humans, some half-elves, elves that you see around. Every now and then you'll see a tiefling or a goblin or a bugbear. Pretty rarely. Every now and then you see a dragonborn going by.
Nice. I was going to say, I'm looking for those.
Yeah.
Amongst everybody.
Yeah, most of the ones that you see are dressed in Mage Nation garb. So, Uzlium garb. Most of the dragonborns that you see. None that you recognize, though. You guys get through the residential area, and you get to the next tier up there. Let me pull it up. As those blinders, you go through and start heading up those switchbacks. And you notice that this is kind of the market district as you're going back and forth through this. And you'll notice that they're taking kind of wider turns here as they have more, kind of some larger areas that are kind of set apart for big type of warehouses, and at other times you get to kind of like a more market area. You're going back and forth through that as you guys rise up. Frostwyrms are sitting there going with you. And you get to the final one, or the second to final one, the Nobles District, where you're stopped. And the guard says, no one in, unless you are a noble or have business at the palace. And Reginald goes,
Lord, we have business at the palace. Ask the Frostwyrms.
and they look back.
They have business at the palace. I am Ilvisar Veneros, squad commander of the Frostwyrms, and you will let us pass. He looks at him, eyes him up and down. All right, stay to the streets and head directly to the palace. The wardens will be watching you. Of course.
Goes through this part, very grand buildings and mansions and areas, not like anything else. There's a lot more space up there, and they take it up. But as you look behind you, you notice those blinders are tall. And you get the sense that they don't see what's below them. Finally, make their way to the palace. David says, I'll handle this. Gets out, has some words with the guard, points back, forth. All right. David comes back, and we're in. Here we go.
Is it time to step out? Is it? I'm gonna ask. Wait, is he near me?
Yeah, no, he's in the carriage. As he went out, talked to the guard, comes back. They let you through, and you guys go up to the palace. And you're looking at the palace, and you're seeing this great big palace that seems to have kind of 4 distinct areas to it. To the I guess the southeast and southwest have these great big terraces that come out like this. And towards the back, it curves back around, and you have these great big terraces that come out like this. You notice the architecture is very Gothic in Lithania City. Great big spires that are all held up by flying buttresses. Different, beautiful works of art on the palace and elsewhere on the buildings that are around, but the palace juts up white and gold and black in places, and it's just inspiring to see. Near the palace, you notice that they have kind of an area that seems to be for a barracks as well. This is the Grand Martial Hall of Lithania, where their military is kept, among other places within Lithania. And you're taken to the front, and the doors are opened as you guys are exiting the carriage. The Frostwyrms come.
Suppose it's time, Sen.
Do you need to catch your breath?
Your judgment awaits.
I feel like you're going to have a very long-winded speech. Are you sure you don't want to catch your breath?
He just shakes his head, turns, and goes up towards the door.
Chuckling under my hood.
I feel like if I didn't chop off his hand, we would be very good friends.
What?
So what's
Continue walking.
You guys,
I had a feeling.
We're going into a court case. You should have told us that prior.
you guys make your way in, and David is looking a little nervous around you guys, and goes, right, well, it's not often someone like me gets to come up to the palace, so it's kind of big. You ready, son?
Seeing you this nervous? Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
I am.
Well, it's you that should be nervous.
I know, right? So why are you?
As you do that, because my father's a Garrett.
Yeah.
So. That's fun.
That's what I'm trying to do. Keep it fun because who knows what's going to happen after this, huh?
Remember this. They need you. They asked for this group specifically, and I was tasked with delivering you here. They want you, and they need you. You can use that. Let's not keep them waiting. He turns to go, yeah?
Oh, no, just like one hand on Sen's back. We do know you won't be facing this alone.
I'm going to take that as figuratively because not really part of me in this guy's case, and I'm pointing to Ilv Basar.
We're here for you.
Thank you.
There. Shall we? You guys are shown in, and the major domo kind of comes over to you and says, yes. The guests have arrived. We've been waiting for you so long now. Did you enjoy your tour of Lithania?
Some of it. And just sort of gesture to the Frostwyrms behind us.
Oh, I see you've brought friends.
No.
Fortunately, we are expecting them as well. As we received a letter earlier from the Alderman of Huria. So, we have prepared your rooms, if you'd like to see them.
Oh, are we not going straight into the whole shindig? Or
Preparations are being made for your meeting with the council. In the meantime, you will stay here at the palace.
How long?
Cool.
Cool? Cool. How long will these preparations take, though?
A few hours?
Neat indeed.
That is a lovely amount of time. Yeah, that would be, yes, if you could show us, that would...
This way. As you come in to the palace and immediately see the staircases that kind of go up one way, go up the other way as this grand hall. You look up at it and you can see all sorts of paintings up on top of the palace ceiling and going down the walls. Paintings of art. Beautiful depictions of celestial beings. You recognize a lot of Rao imagery here. In fact, as you were coming up, you saw a great temple of Rao here in Lithania City. You are familiar with this temple. But you go up and are led up one of the staircases and over to a separate wing. Yeah?
Can I see if I can make an intelligence check to see if the paintings here are similar to the ones that we gave to Pirate Lord? I don't have
Omnia.
Omnia?
Yeah, go ahead.
15.
You think on that painting of Omnia, and these look quite different. These are fantastic scenes, whereas that was just a very finely done portrait of a blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman, simply with the title The Duchess. So, it's not quite the same style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seeing the wardrobe of the people around us so far in the in the palace, is any of the noble people look in dress like the Duchess?
Because you're from Berkshire, you have seen a number of immigrants that came to Berkshire from the southern nation of Larcy. And you would recognize the Duchess wearing clothes of Larcy in that painting. That's L'Arcie. Larcy.
Nice.
You guys are led up to this general hall, kind of a gathering place. And from that, you have rooms that are there. Major Domo says, here you are. Choose whatever room you'd like. We will call for you when we are ready.
You will call for all of us together, correct?
Yes, of course. The council wants to see you all.
A little hesitant.
I'll take this room.
You go in. It's quite large, quite beautiful. Big fireplace there. Fire is going. It's ready for you. Lots more kind of art and the same kind of depictions. You see some battles as well depicted on there.
You all seen this?
It's rather hard to ignore.
It's very, lovely. Very lovely. Cool.
The Frostwyrms have left you by this time, and as they're leaving, they'll say, "I'll see you in court."
Will you? Do you even have eyes behind that helmet? What if those are your eyes? Do you even see me?
He turns and walks away. And you notice him kind of rub his the hand that was there a bit as he leaves.
Well, I have a case to prepare, apparently.
So you cut his hand off, right?
Not intentionally, but sort of.
Is that how you got your daggers?
That's a longer story. Who knows? It might appear today. I don't know what I will need.
This may be a discussion we should all have while we have this time together before the council.
Sure. Welcome to my abode. Is that what the people say?
I wouldn't know.
Would you like us to go in your room? Or we could be out here. It's up to you.
Is it like a hallway or a waiting room?
No, it's like a waiting room, right? It's like a gathering room, and off of that are several rooms, which are bedrooms.
Oh. Okay. Well, thank you, Major Domo. Wait, what was it?
Yes.
Thank you. We'll see you.
Of course. I take my leave. Shuts the door.
Well, now that he's gone, very ostentatious. Would not want this kind of. Is there any water around here? Look around for water.
Yeah, you can find a thing of water there that has been prepared for you. There's also a bar that's been prepared for you.
I'll just use shape water and throw it on the fire.
Okay, throw the water right on the fire. Douses it.
I'll just be like awestruck and very clearly uncomfortable with all of the stone or whatever, like very lack of forest. Just
You notice that it is stone that you saw them carrying on the water north as you guys came in. The same stone that you noticed from the quarry next to Huria. So you guys kind of understand the idea that this is Lithanian stone. And it's very grand and it's very beautiful.
And And it has left Freya very uncomfortable.
Yes.
With all of the ostentatious room. Yeah.
This is simply too extravagant. This is a lot. Why did you put that out?
It's already warm enough.
Oh.
Right.
If this room can be trusted, for them not to be listening to us in any way, then hopefully I think we should voice anything that I don't know where to begin. Anything that could help us in this court case.
Well, first off, we know that they summoned us here well before any court case for Sen. At the very least, if it comes down to it, we can say that we need her. We work as a team or not at all.
They will ask for a name. But that's if we make it out of this successfully. If they see our side of things.
Do you have something to say, Natrix? You look a little upset.
Not very comfortable being in places that are so in your face, so obnoxious about how they are.
It's a far cry from the landing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm much cozier in smaller places.
Something we can agree on.
Yes. I feel like all of us can... I open a door to a bedroom, look inside.
Yeah, it's grand. It's similar to your bedroom. Big old bed there.
Yeah, I feel like... Wow, where's that accent going? I feel like this could fit all of us in there with room to spare. Room.
It definitely can.
Frankly, I'd be more comfortable that way.
Cool. Well, if we make it through today, and if I am still with you all by the end of the day, we can all share a room together.
You cannot act too coyly about this. You will be with us. We fought for you this long. We will continue to fight.
How likely does it look like we're gonna get out of this unscathed?
There's a chance. We just don't see it yet.
They're going to question us. And if any of our stories don't line up perfectly, who knows what they'll do with us?
Then we better use this next few hours to get our stories straight.
I mean, the council summoned us. They have heard our stories. They wanted our aid. This issue with Sen is separate. We need to make it not separate. We need to make it clear that we won't proceed with one without the other. What is her crime?
Looks to David. Looks over to Maya. My crime is leaving Uslium.
She went AWOL. She left.
And they want to re-educate you.
Well, they want me back because it's so amazing, right?
Sin. Why else do they want you back? Please.
They want me back because I left. People don't get to leave unless it is decided they get to leave. And I decided I want to leave. And they decided, well, that's not for you to decide.
And the Frostworm lost his arm in the process.
But you said you had no choice. Why didn't you have a choice? What forced you? What happened then?
I didn't have a choice. Because the opportunity to make my first choice was presented to me. Yes, we make choices every day. I chose to go to the embassy. I chose to not eat dinner last night. But choosing to leave Uzelium was the first choice I made. Because how many of our choices is because our environment says we have to make that choice? And that was the first time I decided to choose and not just react.
It was the first real choice that you made.
Yeah.
Can't fault that.
How do we?
How long ago did you leave?
I left and I met these three the next day.
The next. You were immediately on the run and you found us.
Yeah.
And in that time, you haven't summoned gorgons or brought about the next end of the world. You've played with your water and irritated our lovely shadow friend with the one arm.
Yeah.
You've been under the supervision of an Uzelium mage, gestures to Maya, the entire time.
Yeah.
That should be an easy sell.
I mean, if we sell it like that, it'd be... What would they have a problem with? He's still being watched by Uzelium.
She's done no harm, and she's clearly being babysat.
If they had no
If you'll
problem,
pardon the expression.
if they had no problem taking away your free will and the choice to be on your own, I can only try and have so much faith in what they'll do now.
We tell them that Sen is part of our team, and we need her to continue with this plan, with whatever it is that they want from us. We reassure them that we have an Uzelium mage. She's been with an Uzelium mage the entire time. If her only crime is trying to get a bit of freedom as a teen, I'm sure we can explain that to them and let them know that she's been under appropriate supervision.
Well, to leave, I had to do other things.
Other things.
Destruction of property, stolen goods, impersonation of a high official from Berkshire,
Oh my.
and inappropriate use of a teleportation crystal, as well as cutting off the hand of apparently a Frostworm sergeant.
Remember 45 seconds ago when Mayhem said, "What else?" That's the what else.
I mean, if you're gonna go out with a bang, you might as well go out with a hand and everything else you can get from Uzelium.
So, suffice it to say, their case is strong.
But their case is also predicated on me being a vicious dissenter who wanted to be a free mage, to, I don't know, get back at Uzlium, which I have not done. I've only annoyed one of their agents, points to Maya,
Every day.
extensively.
Is there any reason you would not go back
Not go back.
to Uslium?
Of course I would not go back.
Just saying, if we go before them and I just want to know what we're in for.
I mean,
It's an easier sell to say, we're out traipsing about doing some good deeds and we need you to be here, and don't worry, we have this one, gestures to Maya, keeping an eye on you, on another mage, and eventually when it's out of our system, we will rejoin without a quarrel. It's certainly an easier sell than I'm going to go about and explore the world and never come back again. How important is it to you?
Uzlium's not bad. It's not bad. But I just... There's a world out there, and you don't get that from books and studies, and eventually you get to go out.
I absolutely understand that.
So, of course I can go back and use the knowledge that I've learned to help make Uzlium better.
So we don't tell them the but. We just tell them that.
Excuse me, they will soon be ready.
That was not a few... Wow, what is the accent? Sorry, I watched Lily James last night. I'm like, that has not been a few hours.
They just, will be a while yet. Just wanted to know, as this has now become a legal matter, we've moved it to a proper courtroom setting. So, I must know, do you wish for counsel, or is it, who will be representing you?
I am not trained in such things.
Don't look at me.
It's your life, Sen.
I will represent myself.
Good luck.
Excellent. I will let them know that you will be representing yourself in this legal matter.
Do you possibly also offer any representation? Kind of sweating.
Could contact a lawyer. It will take some time. And
Are you well versed in law, Mayhem?
I'm well versed in religion, and last time I checked, we keep those separate. So this might be hot for me.
It will take them time to understand the intricacies of your case. We don't have a whole lot of time. If you want someone, they will do it. They know the law, but they don't know you or your case. So it's completely up to you.
At this point,
Perhaps someone there to help with the procedural aspects.
I want to look at David and see how he's reacting to this.
David is sitting there looking Sen up and down. Just kind of staring at you, waiting for your answer, trying to get a bead on how you're feeling.
right? This is my case, and I have done this to myself. Yes, I will represent myself.
Want us some law? If you need me, I'll be by your side.
Well, there we go. I have a bit of counsel, and we'll both talk.
You do the talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
You will make sure I do not say something incredibly stupid.
And I'm gonna make sure that they don't say something incredibly stupid.
Excellent. All right. Yes, this is the man who will counsel me in front of the council.
And the guy goes, "Oh, excellent. And your name is?" And he goes, "My name is David." Right back at him. Okay. Excellent, Mr. David.
We're just having some fun. Bit strong here.
Right. We will call in just a few more moments.
Doug, represent yourself.
David will be here to make sure I don't say something stupid.
A monumental task.
This is not gonna work.
See, I knew I liked her.
You know what? I don't like you still. Take it easy.
I'll grow on you.
Like a fungus.
It's gonna be okay. I'll be there with you. No problem. No problem. This will be easy.
You'll be cool with your dad staring down at you.
I guess we'll find out together.
Excellent. Okay, well. I shall just think for a moment.
I'm just gonna say at the dad comment, she's gonna take her head down and just kind of scooch a little closer. Not much closer, but a little closer to David.
After a while, they come and they get you. It is time, if you please. He leads you guys to this chamber, opens the doors, and you guys are led in. And there is a dais, if you will, up there of seats. And as the door opens, the people in them rise. And you see at the head a very old man in his 80s. The kind of close-cut hair and kind of leathery skin as drooping looks at you. Sees you guys. You see to his right is a younger man dressed similarly to him. To his left is a woman, estimated in their 40s. Has scars on her face, several places. She is wearing plate mail to this. You see, let me get my list. You see over there a man that is tall, slender, elven, black hair that comes down to about his shoulders here, very finely dressed in elvish garb. You notice green striking eyes, very high cheekbones. Looks very similar to David. You see several other people there. A older man, kind of burly, bushy gray beard, kind of tousled silver hair. Skin is weathered and rough. Little tanner complexion. You see
a man dressed in very fine furs, not too heavy, but fine furs, very large, kind of looking out at you guys. You see another dressed in Oozlium garb, an elf, blonde hair, blue eyes, very sharp features, looking down at you. You, let's see, that was 1, 2. And you see what you guys recognize as an Arkadashi man, dressed very finely as well, but younger, very dark skin. Yeah. But you notice they're Arkadashi. What you are looking at here is the Lithanian Council. Out. Furthermore, there's more seats there. They're sparsely placed. You guys are directed to them. Sen and David are directed to 2 of the tables that are in front of the dais. It's showtime.
It's quite a stage.
You're up. You guys stand there. You guys are pushed back. Ted is with you, for the record. And on the other side, in other chairs, you, and you see a very familiar face. The face of Captain Lila Thorell, sitting in the council chambers. And as she sees you guys, she smiles and kind of rises up to see you.
Give her a soft wave.
She kind of waves back. You see next to her Sam, and you see Zanzer sitting there. Zanzer's waving. And Sam is very well put together, his beard braided together now into one, looking very presentable.
He looks like he shaved his ass. That's not presentable.
No. But maybe.
We can tell how he's sitting. We can tell.
And you see a number of other people there. Says, the court of Hakem II, Emperor of Old Lithania, will come into session. This is a strictly classified proceeding. Only those that are necessary are here. We will introduce ourselves. I am Hakem Novinko, son of Hakem Novinko, first Emperor of Lithania. And you are welcome in my court. This is my daughter, Egessa. As she sits up, looking at you guys, looking at Sen, and looking at the Frostwyrm, Ilvasar Veneros, which is at the other table, kind of glaring.
Does he still have his stupid helmet on?
It is off. His eyes no longer glow. And you see a bald, about 35-year-old man with blue eyes, but in full Frostworm garb.
That beautiful bastard.
Points over. This is my son.
As he points to the guy to his right, or his left. One moment. I've got a lot of names here.
Ankus Novinko. He is here to learn and to offer reason.
Points over to the Arkadashi person. I am Vaichabatse Stilik, current of Arkadash. Next one over, the man in furs. I am Garant Quinn of Ere. Next one. I am Garant Ustastish Prieteni of Asakanto.
Is he the burly man?
Yes. You see the Mage Nation guy look down. I am first ambassador ad Hel Revaris, and I represent Usliam's interest in this council.
Gulp.
And he says, Hakem says,
And so the court will come to order. You stand accused, Sen of Usliam, of dissension, of leaving Usliam, impersonation of noble blood. How do you plead?
Lead over to David.
Do I say not guilty? Yeah, you say not guilty. That's how this works.
It's me, I did.
Not guilty, Your Highness.
And the prosecution, as he stands, I am Ilvisar Veneros, squad commander of Frostwyrms, and I will prove my case. Very well. This court is in session. We will now take opening statements.
and they sit down. And sit back. You do notice one of the guys didn't speak up.
David's dad.
That's right.
Who is your counsel?
My counsel is... What's his last name?
Colby.
Is David Colby?
And you hear, they start murmuring immediately as soon as you say that. And he stands up. He goes, That is not his last name. I want it stricken from the record. The murmurs continue, and he goes, it is overruled.
Deserves a golf clap.
Just gonna
Imagine Natrix in the back.
gonna give like a low fist bump underneath the table to David. Just think if he'll take it.
David is staring daggers. Bump.
That's awesome.
Under the table, but staring daggers.
Fuck yes.
Changes his voice. David Colby, here to represent, in part, San of Uzlim. At your service.
Thank you, Mr. Colby.
Oh,
Goddamn, dude.
throwing that shade. Throwing that shade.
To be fair, she did say minimal.
We will now hear opening statements. Prosecution begins. There's a hush as Ilvasar taps his helmet, looks up, and that's where we're going to end it tonight.
All charges dropped. That's what I'm hoping he says.
And when we come back, somehow sense free. Magic!
Yeah, I would love to stay and continue, but it's 11:10.
Oh God.
It's
And we have
late.
to go. Yeah, we have to go. So I'm sorry. I would love to spend the next half an hour doing this. I really would.
Half hour?
Huh? No,
It's
you
like
think it'll be
half
longer?
hour? Oh, yeah. I bet my life on it.
Yeah.
But I say that to everything.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to have a soda.
That's fair.
I'm going to bet my life
40,
on it.
45 minutes. Tops. Uh-huh. We have some more bits. We have 500 bits from Tamago Tora. Congratulations. Thank you, Tamago Tora. Yeah. I was hanging out with him recently. We watched the Oscars. Yeah.
Parasite.
Oh, yeah.
got
Parasite. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to watch that film.
So good.
Yeah. Then we have another 1,500 bits from the Hefner. To the players. The cult of Ted is no longer pissed. There it is. There it is. Nice catch. All right. Slap it down.
Just use mending. It'll be
And
okay.
then another 500 bits from Tamago Tora to be used by Ted only.
Ooh.
Fair.
Okay.
Tedspiration. Nice.
Tedspiration. There it is. This is where we're going to leave it here, folks, and I'm so sorry. We'll see when we come back and what's going to happen. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Gotta learn how to be a lawyer in the next week.
Yeah, well, next couple of weeks we're going to see some different things happening. Like I said, we're going to have... a one-shot, a natural one-shot, and we're going to have a mitten, which I will be DMing. So I'm very excited for that. Very excited. Thank you. That was very, very good. That was good. Well, very Simon Pegg.
We are it.
Seriously, you guys should watch the new series on Netflix if you
yeah, it's
haven't
amazing.
yet. It is fantastic.
Wait,
The
what?
Dark Crystal.
The Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah. No, it's in my queue. I really want to watch that.
it's
It's real good.
Nice.
Anyhow, back to business here. Catch us on Chaos Agents tomorrow at 7 for more stuff. We're gonna be. I mean, I'm back and Ruckus is back.
We're going to have
so-
some things to talk to.
Yeah.
It's no longer an in memoriam mug.
Yeah.
I have the wrong mug. But you get my point.
I should hope not.
You have done that yourself.
Welcome back. Remy is dead.
Oh no. Cut a bitch.
His new character name.
I will ruin everything. Guys, stick around for tomorrow and next week. We are going to have some great times, and the week after that, we're going to have some great times, and then we're getting back here. We're going to finish up this court case and start our new arc. So, next 3 weeks are going to be brilliant on Natural One. So come check it out, guys. Thanks for everyone who stayed late with us. We appreciate it through all the technical difficulties and everything. Pain in the ass. We're sorry for that, but thanks for sticking around. And thanks for starting your week off right with a critical fail. Quite literally. We'll see you guys tomorrow, right?